Well, happy Friday, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3. The Fan. Such a pleasure to be here with you. Let's get our heads right on a Friday. And listen, it's a very special Friday for your old pals, Ben and Woods. Got a short show today. Yeah. Not by our... If you guys know us, we would, if we could be here till 10, we would. We can't. We're not allowed today. 8:47 is all you get. You get 2 hours and 47 minutes of your beloved Ben and Woods, and we get 2 hours and 47 minutes of our beloved Tier 1s. Great to be here this morning. We've got a ton to get to, because we've got, 3 guests on a day where we only have a 2 hour and 47 minute show. Some days we have 4 hour shows and we have no guests. It's weird how it works out, but alas, this is where we're at today. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl. He's the executive producer. Good morning, Paulie.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good, buddy. Had a great time with Paulie last night.
We had a nice little date.
We did. We had a nice little date night last night. It was a lot of fun. I have slight hangover after one cocktail. I'm not kidding either. Things have changed around here. Man,
we
look
were
at
dangerously close from 1 turning into like 5.
No, it could have easily gone to 5, which is why I didn't do it. I'm not going to put the restrictor plates on the Red Dragon on opening day, though. I'll tell you that right now. That Friday, a week from today, it's every year. It's tradition. I come in there, I'm like, hello. Oh, this sucks. It's going to get rough. I'm going to tell you.
If the Padres lose, you're going to be a nightmare.
A nightmare. Just all shaky and pissed off. Like, here we go again. That Blake Snell start almost killed me years ago. Ben Higgins, man, how's your butt?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Honestly, the colonoscopy was stupid easy. Stupid easy.
Nothing to be afraid of at all.
Yeah, the prep is not the best,
right.
But you get through it. And then the procedure, my goodness gracious, couldn't have been an easier 35 minutes laying on a bed, because I don't remember any of it. I was just completely out.
I'll walk you through it. I had agreed to pick up Benny and was going to take him and get him dialed in after his procedure. I am, in fact, San Diego's premier concierge. I'll be happy to help anybody at any time, especially the big guy. And so he needed a ride. I went and picked him up. I walked in. Well, here's the weird part. So I got out of here quick. We did the promo on the air live. The minute the show was over, I ran out the door. By the time I got in my car, I already had a missed call and a voicemail from the people at your office. Like, hey, we're looking for Steven Woods. He's supposed to pick up Ben Higgins, and he's ready. He's just sitting here.
Actually, it was the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life, because you sent it to me too.
Yeah.
And she goes, I just calling to let Steven know that Benjamin is finished with his procedure and he's ready to be picked up. I was like, that is adorable.
He's ready to go. So then I'm sitting there going, well,
like I'm a preschooler.
Yeah.
The school day is over and someone needs to come get me.
And now my little guy, my big guy, is sitting in the waiting room. And I'm like, oh man. So I'm going to be honest with you. I had the pedal to the metal. I was weaving in and out of traffic to get down there. I didn't want you sitting there rotting.
I was fine. I thought they'd let me lay in the bed for a little while, but
they did not.
So, I get there, check-in was fast. They take me right back, got to put on the gown, take everything off. Okay. But, give you a nice little private area.
Yeah.
And honestly, the only difficult part was 3 times they asked me, like a test, what procedure are you here for today? And I think, colonoscopy, is that the right answer? Okay. They kept testing me on it. Like,
are you sure it was a test, or are they just inept?
I don't know. I'm just worried. Like, if I gave the wrong answer, could I have had something amputated? It's a surgery center, so
Ben's like, I have a monkey's heart now. That's really weird. This is quick, just a day surgery.
But
comes out with a new nose.
Honestly, it could not have gone. Wheeled me back quick. Hi, this. I'm this. We're gonna do this and that, and lay on your side, and then all of a sudden I am out like a light.
Yeah.
And the next thing I know, I'm back in that waiting little curtained area. She said, Ben, are you good? And I go, yeah, what? Yeah, I know. Yeah, are we done already? Yeah, perfect. Went really well. They said my tubes looked good. I won't know for sure the final results for a couple of weeks, but they said everything looked pretty nice up there.
Yeah, spick and span up there. So that's good. So I picked him up. Somebody said, what if he gave you a hog extension? He doesn't need one. He needs a reduction. He's had bad back for his entire life. Now we know why. If you saw the picture I posted a few months back, you know exactly why. But So
I just had so much trouble walking.
That's right. That's why for years he's been like this, because
just
the gravity weighs him
forward.
down. Imagine tying a kettlebell to yours, and that's what it feels like walking around his bed every day.
You'd walk a little bit.
You'd walk janky too, wouldn't you? Yes. Tie a kettlebell to your belt today. 5-pounder even. And then you try to walk around the neighborhood or anywhere you're going with a kettlebell dangling between your legs. It's not easy to do. So I walk into the waiting room and he's sitting and you guys will never believe what he was doing in the waiting room waiting for me. Any ideas, any guesses out there? Anybody in the chat got a guess on what our boy Ben, with a few minutes to himself, what he was doing in the waiting room?
Reading a Cosmopolitan magazine.
Nope. He was watching basketball because, of course, he was. He was watching basketball when I walked in. I go, come on, let's go.
Threw it on my phone.
Yeah.
Just had a couple minutes. I was feeling really good, though, and you're absolutely right. You feel great. And honestly, if they hadn't told me what procedure, they were just saying, you are going in for some sort of procedure.
Like a mystery procedure.
And then I woke up and they had asked me, all right, guess what we did to you? I would have had zero clue.
Yeah.
Like there was no residual feeling, soreness anywhere. I would have had no idea what was done to me. Like I feel perfectly fine.
Yep.
Actually better than I did when I came into this place.
So I grab him. We go down to the car. I open up the door for him. I get him all tucked in the car. And I say,
put a seatbelt on.
He put his own seatbelt on, but I said, "How do you feel?" He goes, "I feel great." And he was. It got him. You know, you could tell the after effect. He was like, "I feel great." And I'm like, "All right." I go, "Are you hungry?" He goes, "I'm actually not that hungry." And I was like, "All right." I go, "Well, I can take you home. We can go get you a squirt because I know how much you love squirt. Whatever you need." And he's like, "Yeah." I go, "Are you sure you're not hungry?" He goes, "Yeah, I could eat. I could eat." And I go, "All right, cool. Let's go to Jersey Mike's. It's right down it's 100 yards away. And we'll get a sandwich." And he goes, "Can we eat there?" And I go, "Yeah, we can eat." Do you remember any of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember everything from the moment they said, "Ben, are you
okay?
You good?" And I woke up. I remember the waiting room. I remember getting in your car.
Yep.
I remember lunch. I do. I remember it all.
So it was, if you guys stepped outside yesterday, it was one of the most perfect days in San Diego that I've ever experienced. I've been here 15 years. I walked out after work.
Now we're lucky we're closer to the coast. If you're probably out in the East County, that might not be the case. So just we understand that it was very hot yesterday.
Even here, when I walked out here, I went, "Oh my God!"
But it was nice.
Overwhelmingly beautiful. And so I said, "Yeah, we'll eat outside." So we got our sandwiches, our chips. You got some tasty cakes, delicious. Some tea. We both had tea.
Butterscotch frosting tasty cake. That was really good.
And then you started to eat. And you ate like a man that hasn't eaten in 24 hours and fresh off of a colonoscopy. Yeah. You housed that sandwich, those chips.
You kept up with me.
I did. I had. That's him eating his salt and Vinnies. He cracked open that bag, and all I heard was that. He was so hungry.
They were good. It was a really good sandwich.
It was. Yeah. I told you that Jersey Mike's would be the best you've ever had.
Yes, Cole, Mike's Way. I always go Mike's Way.
Ben's Way.
Woods has a little more modifications.
I just go light lettuce, mayo, and a little bit of oil and vinegar. And
I go full Mike's Way.
I go Mike's Way, no tomato.
I put a little. I say, can you put like 2 onions on there? And pain in the ass. I like the essence, but it gives me really bad heartburn and indigestion. But I like the essence of the onion. And so we crushed the sandwich, and then I drove him home and sent him on his way, and he was great. He was really sweet. And then
took a little nap and then watched basketball, Padres, a little golf. I mean, I just had a sporgy all afternoon. I felt, because I know what you guys then did later in the day, I really could have gone with you at that point. I wasn't supposed to go anywhere, so I didn't, but I felt perfectly fine by 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, for sure. And we thought about that too. I'm like, man, this is a weird time to do it. But so we were invited, Paulie and I and Ben too, down to the new Diamond Room down by Petco Park. And the Padres invited us, and we said, yeah, we'll go check it out.
Yes, it's like a lounge, cocktail lounge. It's not a gentleman's club. Diamond Room can be somewhat... It could be a name for just about anything
on your mind, isn't it?
It's literally all he thinks about is
all he talks about,
strip clubs.
All he thinks about.
It's
wait until you get the field for the tournament of drops.
Yeah, exactly. Which is coming up shortly.
Yes.
So so here's the thing. The event at the Diamond Club, right? It's basically attached to Petco Park. Was from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So Paulie and I conferred, and I said, I will come down there and meet you, and we'll walk in together. And I'm mapping it out on Waze on my phone, and I looked at 5 o'clock. I happened to look down, and I texted Paulie. I go, it's got me 58 minutes from right now, so I guess I'm going to leave now. I had planned on leaving at 5:30. Get in the car.
My ride was about 20 minutes, so I left around 5:25, 5:30.
Okay, I left at 5:07 is when I walked out the door. I get on the 5, and I'm heading to the split, and I have Waze on, and Waze is like 8:05, 8:05, 8:05,
You know
8:05.
that's not the right direction.
That's what I
so.
said.
And I go, no, I take the 5. I always take the 5. But it was basically, if it could talk, it was screaming. There's trouble on the 5. Trouble on the 5. Stay off the 5. Go to the 8:05. So maybe for the first time in my life, I go, all right, I'm gonna willfully blind. I'm just gonna accept this and go. I gotta get on the 8:05, and we are at a standstill. And my phone, the time that I'm supposed to 6:22, 6:28, 6:38, 6:48. I'm like, we're gonna go on 2 hours. It's turning into a 2-hour drive down here. So the panic kicks in. Then I look down at my gas gauge. It says you're running low on fuel. The alert comes up. Would you like to find nearby gas stations? You guys have driven the 5 and the 8:05. There's not a gas station right off there. You got to dive deep in La Jolla Village Drive or down Mira Mesa. So, Benny, I'm on 8:05. And I go, I can't do this. I almost bailed. Almost, because I'd been in the car for an hour at this point. I'm just to Mira Mesa Boulevard. I exited. I looped around. I went back to Carmel Mountain and got back on, and I went the 5. I said I'm aborting on the 8:05, and I turned around.
You're going against medical advice.
Going
here.
against medical advice. I went all the way around again, back on the 5, back on the 5 South, got on the 5, and bumper to bumper. But
I was in my car in the parking lot. I had been there for 10 minutes when he got off the 5 at Mira Mesa.
Yeah, to loop around. So, Benny, it's like 90 degrees at that point too. My AC is blasting. My gas, I can see the gauge just going down. And I'm looking at the little thing that tells me you got 6 miles. You've got 4 miles, which I know I've got more, but it's the panic of like
stressful. Yeah.
Where's the effing gas station? And I know I'm running late for this event. I wanted to be there, and I don't want Paulie sitting there waiting for an hour. I loop back around.
Mr. Always Early.
Yeah, Mr. Always Early. And I push it, and I'm pushing it, and I'm pushing it, and I push it, and I push it all the way to Claremont Mesa Boulevard off the 5. Exit, rip up there, get gas. Paid $6.39 a gallon for gas. So that was
Claremont Drive there by Mission Bay.
By Mission Bay, yeah. Pay $6.39 a gallon for gas. So that was cool.
Premium or regular?
Regular.
Wow.
Then I get back in.
I feel like I blinked, by the way, and gas was over $6.
Yeah, it went up $2.
Like it was like $4.50 a week ago.
My dad in Texas is listening. He just fell out of his chair. Like he just fell out of his chair. So I fill up, and then we get down there. I finally get down there, pull in. I'm like, Paulie, I'm so sorry. He's just been rotting in his car watching the Padres game.
Why didn't you just let him go?
I
into the diamond room by
himself. I didn't really know where I was going.
I told him.
He told me to leave.
Go do what you want.
I was chilling.
Go do what you want. I will meet you wherever you land. But I am sweating at this point. So we get in. We walk into the diamond room, though, and I go, okay, this is outstanding. Red carpet.
It's located out by Gallagher Square.
So kind of.
Yeah.
If you're it's along the third baseline where the team store is. You go right past the team store, and then there's that entrance that leads you right to where like Trevor's statue is in the Padres Hall of Fame. Then right on that brick building next to it, there's usually like some vendors there after a game.
Yeah.
There's a big brick building.
There's that
before
sign that says axe throwing this way.
It's right around there.
Yeah.
And the diamond room, and it was stunning.
So
it was awesome.
I didn't know what to expect, but it's a rock and roll lounge. It's got rock and roll decor. It's got Mick Jagger. It's got what sold me. I walked in, I turned around. They have all these albums on the wall, and there was a signed Deftones record, and I go, this is my place. So I walk in. We walk up to the bar, and we grab a cocktail. And we each had an old fashioned. He goes, do you want the standard or do you want to try our version? And then he laid it on us with the notes of peach and notes of this. And I just said, pour it in the glass. I'm going to drink it. He brings it out, Benny, in a little flask.
I've seen that
gold
before,
flask. He goes, we chill these down to minus 17 degrees. So when you're drinking that, you're actually going to get the notes of the amber and the vanilla. And I'm just looking at him going, yeah, just pour it in there. Let's go. Spectacular. I drank it. I looked at Paulie. I was like, oh no, here we go. Then they brought out some food to try. They brought out a Caesar salad crostini that was spectacular. And then they brought out these sliders. And the sliders were big. These were not little pissant sliders. These were big, juicy sliders. I looked at him. I go, am I insane? I know I'm hungry, but am I insane? That's fantastic. He goes, this is unbelievable. I'm like, well, keep those coming, dude. We just had one. We really dialed it in. But I looked at Vanessa, who is the one that invited us. I said, I have a bad or good feeling I'm going to end up in here on opening day after the game. I have a real bad feeling that I'm going to end up in here.
Good idea in that it's going to be a great time.
It's going to be awesome. But I go, it's bad because I have to do a show at 6 a.m. And she goes, you let me know if you and your lovely wife would like to come. You just let me know. I'll make sure you'll take, get in the door and all that. I said, oh, you can count on it. It was awesome. The music was loud. It was awesome. Everyone looked good and fancy. It was cool. It was really cool. We had a great time.
I am sorry that I missed that night.
Oh, you would have loved it.
Vinyl DJ right there by the bar.
It was awesome.
Cool. I was fully planning on going because I would have been down there for a normal work day. I was going to come down straight from work.
Yeah.
Would have missed all that traffic that you had to go through. But of course, doctor's orders. I just had to sit around and watch
it was
basketball.
It was, poor you. I know you were so upset by it. We had such a good time. And, we stayed for a cocktail. We had a burger. And then we got out of there, and it was great. But I think it's going to be a hit. I really do. It's really, really cool. Really cool. I think Fernando had part of his event there. I think maybe the after party or the pre-party at the Diamond Club, but the Diamond Room. It was awesome.
I don't know that I've ever been to an actual after party.
Really?
I'm pretty wiped by the time the party's halfway done. Usually, I can't even imagine thinking about finishing the party and then going to some other party after the party. Seems like a lot of party.
The afters is where it gets pretty dicey.
Yeah.
Pretty dicey. I remember vividly I went to an after party in Chicago, and it was like a mini rave, but it wasn't really mini. It was in a big warehouse, and all I know is I walked out of there at 7:30 in the morning and was like, where do I live? And I go, oh, that's the John Hancock. I got to find my way over there. Because that's in the general vicinity, $1 in my wallet. So I just had to walk. It was just excruciating. It was just an excruciating experience. So the afters are not somewhere I could see you being, not somewhere I think you would enjoy very much. I don't think at 50 I would enjoy the afters very much at all anymore. I like the befores. Give me the befores. You guys want to go out and have a
I love a great before party.
You want to go out and get hammered at 2 p.m. in the afternoon so I can be home by 6?
Day drinking.
Yeah, day drinking.
Shut it down around 6 to 7 p.m.
Yeah.
What a great fun time that is.
I mean, it is.
Start at 9:30 or 10 and then go to the party and then the after party. No.
There was a point last night. I mean, it was probably 7:00 p.m. and Woods and I are sitting there at the bar, right on top of the bar. And we kind of look around, and there's some people our age. There's some people a little bit older. There's a lot of people about 22 to 26 years old.
Yeah.
And we just go,
people.
I remember being 23 and at a bar in PB and seeing a couple of old guys sitting at the bar top watching the game. Aren't you guys a little old for this place?
Buddy, why don't you get a family and get out of here? What are you doing here? You don't need to be here sniffing around, chasing tail around when you're 50 years old. And I looked at Paulie and I go, so glad that I'm so glad I don't have to be back in here shaking my ass, hey, how's it going? They're small talking some girl. I was like, I'm just so happy. I can't wait to go home and see my wife and kids. I just was so happy when I got home. But it was a really cool spot. And you saw everyone had their phones and they were Instagramming the menu and the thing. And
it was an influencers event, to be sure.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird for us because I don't consider myself an influencer, but it was fun. It was fun, and it's a really beautiful room, and it's a really cool spot that I got the feeling it's going to get pretty wild down there, so I'm ready for it.
And
opening day.
Food and drink was phenomenal.
Food and drink was phenomenal.
We have a lot to get to, as you mentioned, and I see some questions as to why the show is going to be short today. The show is going to be short today because we are the home of UCSD basketball. And the UCSD women made the NCAA tournament.
The proud home.
And the Tritons will be playing this morning in their first round matchup. It's a 3 versus 14 seed matchup in the first round against TCU in Fort Worth. And we will be carrying it live right here on 97.3 The Fan, which is why we're going to get out of here a little bit early. So we need to get going because when we come back, we're going to talk some Padres. Team was back in action last night after a day off at spring training. Got all the stars back, like Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado, Mason Miller, and, of course, do not forget Wandy Peralta, who got to pitch in last night's game. And we are going to unveil the field of 16 for this year's final tournament of drops, including the Ben IT winners. And you will hear the entire field. And then next week, we will be doing all the voting for the Tier 1s to determine our champion of the tournament of drops. So that is all coming up next. We'll take a quick timeout, check of traffic, and then off and running on the short Friday program with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. Really, though, the honest answer is we're both influencers in one way or another because I'm trying to influence you to do the smart thing about your retirement and check out Trajan Wealth because Trajan Wealth helps people plan with purpose. TRAJAN Wealth.com. Their fiduciary advisors take the time to listen, educate, and build a wealth management plan that reflects your values, not someone else's idea of retirement. They're independent, local, and focused on long-term relationships with offices at Liberty Station, Carlsbad, and Del Mar. Trajan Wealth works with people who want peace of mind, not financial guesswork. If that sounds like what you're looking for, just start today. Call 619-367-0207. Again, 619-367-0207 or visit TRAJANwealth.com. That's TRAJANwealth.com. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
He did. Here, I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Nothing. Now,
so let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
it's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
That is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Quickly run through the menu of what we've got coming up for you today.
Any sliders?
No mini sliders.
Damn it.
Although I'm jealous. 3 guests on our SDCCU fan hotline. SDCCU, it's not Big Bang Banking, it's better. Spring Training Sammy will join us at the top of the hour. We will talk Padres baseball momentarily. Team is back in action, of course, after Wednesday's off day. Darren Smith, fresh off his trip to Toluca, will join us on 7:35. The STFC has another game on Sunday. We can talk some Padres and the experience of being down there and watching SDFC go up against, kind of a juggernaut on Wednesday night against the Red Devils. That was a tough one. And then 8:35, the new extended king of San Diego. We got him back on our television last night. Mark Mudcat Grant will be with us right at the end of our program today. So lots to get to coming up. And then Paulie just let me know make sure you are here on Monday because we are going to be giving away tickets to opening day.
Oh, yeah.
Padres fans, if you don't have them already, you will have a chance to win them on Monday's program for Thursday's game against the Detroit Tigers. We are now less than a week away. Padres also wanted to remind everybody that they've got some opening series giveaways, including the opening series scarf. Do you have it with you somewhere? That they're going to be giving away on Friday night, presented by Saquon. So make sure you get your tickets for Friday night's game for your scarf. Very nice.
Is this annoying at all?
It comes in a
this is how it's done.
Plastic packaging. Oh, there, you look good. For San Diego's harsh winter, which
87
technically I
out.
believe today is the last day of that
First day of
harsh
spring.
winter. Yeah, first day of spring. Hopefully the weather starts turning here soon. By turning, I mean getting cooler, not warmer.
The last
in San
time
Diego.
I wore a scarf was literally in Paris when it was rainy and cold. And I bought one because it was so cold and rainy. And that was for my honeymoon. A long, you guys remember that trip? Long time ago. It's the last time I've worn a scarf. If I've been to soccer matches and things, I don't wear them at the soccer match, but this, that's the last time I actually wore one.
Soft. It's nice.
It's nice. It's a decent look. If you have a gullet like me,
gullet hider.
Does this hide my gullet?
A little bit. Yeah, I think it does.
So I think maybe
there could be anything under there. You could have a svelte neck under there. We'll never know.
No, like this guy could have the most square, angular jaw of anybody of all time. I have no idea because he's wearing the scarf. And then you get home and you take it off, and the woman that you're with says, "Oh God, you have there's jowls. Oh no, put the scarf back on." So it's a gullet hider and it's a scarf. It handles a lot of things for you.
Then on Monday, they've got the 1998 belt bag presented by Quidel Ortho, which is against the Giants. You get that belt bag to carry your little things all season long. You get it early in the year. So go to Padres.com/giveaways for more information. But let's start with your San Diego Padres, who got all their stars back from the WBC yesterday and got to talk to a couple of them. Sammy Levitt talked to Mason Miller.
I was waiting for this one. This is the one I wanted.
Gwynn and Chris got to talk to Fernando Tatis Jr., and they discussed their experiences. Mason Miller addressed, of course, not pitching in, the big situation in the championship game in the ninth inning in the tie of the 2-2. And he said, I wanted to pitch, but I also knew he wasn't ever really expecting to pitch. The Padres never wanted him to throw 3 times in 5 days during the WBC. That was the original agreement, and they relented. The Padres actually amended the agreement so he could pitch in the championship game if there was a save situation. The Padres said, we will do that for Team USA. Yet somehow the Padres ended up as the bad guys because everyone thought they said he couldn't pitch. But he actually, before the tournament, they had already established the rules. No 3 times in 5 days. And they said, all right, we'll make the exception if you've got a save situation. They never got the save situation. So Mason Miller never got into the game. But what I thought was even more interesting was, of course, the semifinal when Mason Miller was in the ninth inning, got the 2-1 lead over the Dominican, and Fernando Tatis Jr. was on deck with a chance to perhaps tie or win the game. Of course, the call below the zone, we know how it all ended. Team USA won on the pitch that should have been overturned. It should have been a walk. Fernando should have been coming up with a chance to win it. Mason Miller was asked by our Sammy Levitt and crew what was going through his mind as he was maybe preparing to possibly face Fernando Tatis Jr. for all the marbles for a chance to go to the championship game of the World Baseball Classic.
How keen were you to avoid that matchup and get out of it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to limit base runners in any case, but seeing Toddy standing on deck, knowing what he can do, knowing the tournament he was having, definitely grateful I didn't have to get him.
What was it like to scout your own teammates or prepare to face potentially? I know you didn't face those guys, but
yeah. Well, I think honestly, when we play a team like the DR and Venezuela as well, those are guys we compete against a lot during the year too. Being teammates with Manny and Toddy, I kind of know what I would do against them because I get the front seat to watch them all year.
You do.
You kind of see what guys' holes are if they are there. But yeah, I think pitching against a lineup that you compete against all year, you have a pretty good idea what you want to do to a lot of different guys.
So that was Mason Miller's side of the equation. And then if you were listening yesterday afternoon on our Gwynn and Chris program live from Peoria, Arizona, Fernando Tatis Jr. sat down with those guys a second time on 97.3 The Fan this spring, which is cool. And he got to say his side of the equation as he was waiting on deck to potentially face the nasty Mason Miller with his team's WBC on the line. Here's what Fernando had to say.
It was definitely something that the Padres fans deserve. It. Man, I definitely wanted it, and Mason definitely also wanted it too, you know. It was going to be a great battle, and I know we're going to give the fans what they wanted, and that's what it's all about, you know, bringing our talent and the best scenario, best case, and sad it couldn't happen, but both of us, we definitely wanted that situation.
They got a Woods on their show too. I don't know who it is, but did you hear it?
Oh, the breathing?
Definitely also wanted it too, you know. It was going to be a great battle, and I know we're going to give the fans what they wanted, and that's what it's all about, you know, bringing our talent. And
yeah, they got one too. Every show has one.
I believe Cassavell followed up later and said, would you have been sitting fastball if you were facing Mason Miller? Like, is that the plan? And Fernando coyly went, I might have to face him in the next WBC in 3 years. So I'm not going to tell you what I would be thinking if I had to face Mason Miller in that situation. So he kept it a little bit secret as to what his game plan would have been. Do you sit slider because you know it's maybe the nastiest pitch that he's got, or do you sit fastball knowing if you're not ready for 103, then you're never going to catch up to it? What is the plan when you go up against Mason Miller?
You sit heater, and if he gives you 3 straight sliders, you tip your head and you walk back to the dugout. But you have to be ready for 103 every time.
Then why does he ever throw it? It's weird. I mean, is that why the slider's so effective?
Yes,
because everybody
is gearing up,
has to sit fastball every pitch, which means the slider is just impossible to hit if he throws it.
Plate, you're screwed.
If you go up there thinking, oh, it's fine, I'm just going to hit his devastating slider, by the way, which I can't, knock on wood, he doesn't hang many of those. There's not many that float through the zone where, you know, Manny will turn on that hanging slider and bury one. He doesn't do it a lot. It's tight. It bites. It's usually like outer third, and it dives down on a righty bend. You're done. And so you cannot go up there and be like, if I just sit slider, I'll be fine. And then he just, 103 past you. There's no way you'll be on the fastball. No way. So I think guys like that, you have to sit heater. And there's guys that are so good, and we've seen a couple of them in Mariano Rivera and Trevor Hoffman, that you're like, he's throwing a changeup. I know he's going to throw me a changeup. I have to sit on it. I know he's going to throw me a cutter. I'm ready for it. You still can't hit it. And I think that's Mason Miller he's in that category of closers. He's that elite.
Then they got to take the field last night against the Chicago White Sox. We'll talk about that, and we'll unveil our field of drops for the Tournament of Drops coming up right after a check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Now would be the time to hit the road, guys. Everything looks great out of the South Bay so far. Trip out of the East County hasn't really kicked in just yet. Just seeing some minor slowing out of Santee, westbound 52. South 15, South 5, both cooperating nicely, coming down from the North County. San Diego drivers, keep moving with Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Their expert technicians help keep your vehicle and everyone in it safe and road ready. Stay in your car, no appointment needed. Save at SoCalOilChange.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how it's Ben & Woods on a Friday morning. Interesting lineup from Craig Stammen. Now that he's got all his pieces back, it seems like the plan is becoming very clear that at least against right-handed starters, Jake Cronenworth's going to get the first opportunity to lead off this year for the San Diego Padres. He was in the leadoff spot last night, reached base 4 times in 5 plate appearances, 2 for 3 with 2 walks, 2 runs scored, 3 runs driven in that big 7-run 8th inning for the San Diego Padres. And then Fernando was batting second. He reached all 3 times. He was up with a double and 2 walks. So I think his plate discipline has looked really good, both in the WBC and in spring training. You've seen him lay off pitches that are just outside the zone. He's not doing a lot of chasing, which is, I think, fantastic news for the San Diego Padres. A Fernando who is not chasing pitches is a Fernando who's very hard to get out.
Yeah, I mean, the whole lineup is riveting, actually. If you want to break down a spring training lineup, this was, I think, the most riveting lineup that they put out all spring training. And, you know, you saw Craig move some things around early. He had different guys at the lead up, but Jake Cronenworth with his ability to take a walk, to take a hit by a pitch, to be able to battle and fight off pitches. He had the second highest OBP on the team last year. I love that we now potentially maybe have a skipper that is willing to mix things up a little bit, get guys maybe a little bit out of their comfort zone for the betterment of the team. And the guy I'm talking about is Ramon Laureano, hitting 9th, by the way. OBP, good OBP, all of it, but he's hitting in the 9 spot, Benny, which I love, because now you've got Laureano, Cronenworth, 2 guys that can get on base to turn the lineup over. I mean, I think it's brilliant. I do. If he's fine with it, like, great.
It seemed a little deep for Laureano, but against a righty. And maybe that's the only concern, because Padres are a little light with left-handed hitters, especially with Sungwon Song out. They had all righties from 6, 7, 8, 9 in Bogarts and Duhar, Fermin, and Laureano. So you do have that righty lane that's a bit vulnerable, but they're all good hitters as well. I mean, they're not guys that you can just ignore. If you're a right-hander, you're not going like, phew, got to Ramon Laureano here in the 9th spot. You're still worried about a dangerous batter, even if you may have the righty on righty advantage against him. So at least until they get Song back, we may see some right-handed lanes at the bottom of that lineup. But I thought that was intriguing with Laureano 9th as well.
I thought it was too.
And of course Freddie Fermin's had a really, really good spring. And we've seen pop from Andujar, and of course Gavin Sheets now is red hot, and so he'll be a very important weapon against righties. He batted cleanup, I think, 1, 2, 3, 5th. He batted 5th, had his 3rd home run, is absolutely on fire this past week, went 3 for 5.
His eye, like he's walking a ton.
Looks really good.
Just looks locked in. That's great. It's kind of what you want. We'll see how it translates to the regular season. Michael King, I saw some people, worried about him. Listen, Paulie and I were talking about it last night when he got out of the car. I said, how'd Kinger do? He said he gave up some runs, gave up a bomb. He's given up a lot of home runs this year. That being said, it was like 105 degrees in Arizona. The ball jumps. I'm not too worried about it. The ball does not do that at Petco Park. As long as Michael King recovers healthily today, wakes up, feels great, ready to go, I don't have any concerns about him. The velo looks fine. Pavetta's velo looks fine. Randy Vasquez looks fine. Like those 3 guys right now, and hell, even Walker Buehler looks fine right now. I'm fairly confident that they'll be fine. And then, of course, the other Bradgley last night comes in. He had the 6 highest velos on the team last night. 99.4, 99.2, 99.1, 98.7, 98.5. Comes in slinging heat, nasty changeup, gets out of a bases loaded jam with a K, 97, way past the guy. They're dirty. I mean, that bullpen is as dirty of a bullpen as in baseball.
And then, I spent much of the offseason saying that Jeremiah Estrada was perhaps tradable as, an overloaded bullpen. He could fetch something. He's had a phenomenal spring, came in, struck out the side. And I don't know if you saw the piece that Kevin Acee did with him. Didn't realize he's dropped like, what was it, 30 pounds in the offseason. He
went from 230 to 206.
I never saw him as 230 necessarily before, but he seems like he's coming into this season in a really good place. He's a chippy guy. He's got a chip on his shoulder for how his early part of his career went with the Cubs. Like he did not like what that organization tried to do with him. And he's basically been trying to prove it to them, I think, ever since he got to the San Diego Padres. You didn't think I was a big leaguer? Well, let me show you night in and night out that I am definitely a big league reliever, and he has.
Huge part.
And he looks like he's poised for another great season. I mean, all guys who could be closers. And Wandy looked good, too. He's got a 0 ERA this spring and pitched well for the Dominican.
Pitched great in the WBC. I think the Wandy Peralta hate is unjustified. I think he is a very valuable reliever for the San Diego Padres. I'd rather see Wandy in there than Yuki Matsui. Almost, I mean, not even almost. 100% of the time.
At this point, is there a spot for Yuki Matsui on this team?
Not right now. Not
a smart one. If there's a trade coming,
he's hurt. And I don't know if he's going to be ready. I don't think he is going to be ready for opening day, so that makes their decision a little easier. But Bradley has to be with this team on opening day. I know he's 100%. Got options, but he's got to be in there.
I mean, but there's 11 guys for an 8-man bullpen that have got to be on this team because they're so deep.
He's one of them. He's got to be.
I wonder. I mean, now that you love him, but he's got one of the higher salaries in that bullpen is Wandy Peralta, and the option every single year.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks really good.
Yeah, you
could deal him right now.
Mm-mm.
I mean, Padres fans would have fallen over themselves a year and a half ago to trade Wandy Peralta, and that no one would have taken him. Now,
watching him,
you could trade him, and now you don't want to because he looks like a really solid left-handed option.
The last year?
I think he's got one more year after this. There are options.
Okay.
He can opt in or opt out. If he has a really good year, he might opt out. So it could be his last year, but he's looking really good.
Yeah, and watching him pitch in the WBC in the biggest moments that they had. I mean, he had some massive.
I don't want to lose one.
I know. I don't either,
especially because he's left-handed.
Yeah. No, he's great. He's great. I was encouraged that it was a spring training game, but it was just really, really nice to hear Mud and Don.
Just talking about the bullpen real quick makes me so excited to watch baseball because how many teams have you followed over the year where half the bullpen is just guys?
Bro, guys. We had that
just
here.
Guys.
We've always had AJ's always done a really good job.
No one's excited for that. And they make up half the game now. Like, you know what I mean? Like starters only go 4 or 5 innings most of the time.
And get a pat on the butt for it.
Now it's like any guy that they bring out, you're excited to watch.
I'm excited to see David Morgan. I'm excited to see Jeremiah Estrada. I'm excited to see Wandy. I'm excited to see Bragley. I'm excited to see Morihone,
Adam,
on and on and on. And it's like, okay, that's why, you look at projections all day long and really people are down on the Padres. I looked at that lineup they put out there last night. I went, I don't care where you work or who you are. That's a deep lineup. Like that's a deep lineup with guys in reserve on the bench too. Mm-hmm. Castellanos wasn't in the lineup, right? Last night. So you got guys that are there. So I don't know they're going to go out and win 95 games or 100 games. I don't know, but they sure have an elite bullpen that's fun to root for. And they have a deep lineup as it stands today. I'm not too concerned other than starting pitching, but that doesn't make me unique to really any fan in baseball.
I still don't understand. Like I look at the fan graphs projected wins.
81,
79.
I
mean, they got the Pirates at 82. I get the Pirates have some great starting pitching, but Paul Skeens could pitch another Cy Young Award season and go 11-14 for that team. They've gotten better. I would rather have the Padres rotation that all you need is 5 or 6 innings. It's not like Nick Pivetta and Michael King and Joe Musgrove and Randy Vasquez aren't veteran like dogs who are going to go out there and give you everything they've got. Do they need to be perfect? They don't have to. Pirates pitchers, they've got to be perfect if you want a chance to win those games.
Their lineup is better. It's better.
It's better than it was.
With Lau and with O'Hearn.
Yeah, it's better.
It's better. Ozuna. I mean, it's a better lineup.
I'll take the Padres lineup every day of the week.
I would too.
I'll take the Padres bullpen every day of the week.
I think if you ask Paul Skeens, who would you rather have? The Padres lineup behind you or the Pirates lineup? He'd pick the Padres. I don't think there's any question. I don't think that's homerism at all. I think he would absolutely say that's a better, deeper lineup. It's got Fernando Tatis Jr. in it. It's got Jackson Merrill in it. It's got Manny Machado in it. So, man, I like this. This is good because expectations for this team have not been great. Once there's no expectations and people, I like the shock of the world.
It's weird because there was so much hype for the Padres for so many years. And we were always like, yeah, but there's some issues. This year, it's the opposite. I'm very excited about this year's team. And
it could last a week. You never know. But
I don't think so. That bullpen is legit nasty. They're going to be nasty. It's deep.
Ramon Laureano in the 9th tells me the
lineup is
deep. A deep lineup.
The bullpen is deep, and the starting pitching is not their strength, but we've seen enough options, throughout the spring that, Griffin Canning will be adding to the mix. Yep. They've got veteran guys who are going to want to win games. They're going to go out there and they're going to go, I just need to do what it takes to win some games. So I think it's going to be good. All right, couple minutes left this hour. Next week is our 7th annual, by the way, Tournament of Drops. We already played the Ben IT to qualify a few of the Ben drops into the field. And since we eliminated so many other Ben drops, we're just going with a tight 16 drop field this year. They're going to be divided into 4 4-team pods, brackets. And you're going to get the chance to vote starting on Monday, leading all the way up to opening day when we will crown our 7th annual Tournament of Drops winner. But, Paulie, if you would, for the first time, unveil the 16 drop field for the 7th annual Ben & Woods Tournament of Drops.
Come crank your hog.
You guys are the voice of San Diego.
I don't have a sister. He's the guy that I pegged.
Yes, I am the throat goat.
Gobbler's Knob.
It's so long and big, Donnie.
Beaver Stadium.
Fernando sneaks in the back door.
Excuse me?
Adolf Hitler.
It's so
stiff panties.
What's up, Trevor?
And they just tell you dry.
There it is. Quick, but
Quick.
I mean, lots of contenders.
And that's without the Ben IT winners.
those the Ben IT winners
they
were in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then we had a couple at-large selections.
Yeah, a
as
couple
well.
of ones that didn't win the Ben IT still made it in as at-large picks.
Okay, one
more
time. Come crank your hog.
You guys are the voice of San Diego.
I don't have a sister. He's the guy that I pegged.
Yes, I am the throat goat.
Gobbler's Knob.
It's so long and big, Donnie.
Beaver Stadium.
Fernando sneaks in the back door.
Excuse me?
Adolf Hitler.
It's so stiff.
Panties.
What's up, Trevor?
And they just tell you dry.
Kills me. It just lays me. Ryan.
There was a theme with about 75% of those drops.
Yeah, perverts.
What was that last one? What's up, Trevor? That was
What's up,
Bill,
Trevor?
That was Bill O'Brien,
Bill
right?
O'Brien randomly. I was kind of just going through the saved drops. I remember it's something like he went on a rant post game in the media room. And at the end of his rant, he's just like, I these guys deserve some more respect or something. What's up, Trevor?
He looked at one last reporter who had his hand up. What's up, Trevor?
What's up, Trevor?
So good.
I'm good.
And then that was we played that one a little more recent. That was like a
basketball
Kentucky
State high school
basketball tournament that got canceled because of
Dad ran out there.
And they just tell you dry.
They just tased Ryan.
Like Ryan gets tased pretty much every week. Again. They just tased Ryan.
Jesus.
All right. We will be joined by spring training Sammy from Peoria, Arizona. Hour number 2 coming up next on a Friday. Ben Woods on 97.3 The Fan. Don't go away. Spring breakout games.
Oh,
and by the
boy.
way, just to update everybody, was there a crisis when you got back with the spilled baseball cards?
No, everything came through fine.
Okay, good.
I did have to read the Riot Act, too.
I know your future economic well-being
Depends on it.
basically rests now on the success of these baseball cards that you've invested every last dime into.
Some guys like a 401k. Some guys like some prospects,
I go with Trajan wealth.
Yeah,
you go with baseball cards.
That's right.
But speaking of
Top
prospects,
he's
going to be calling the spring breakout game for the San Diego Padres. That is tomorrow night. Joining us right now from Peoria, Arizona, brought to you by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. It is spring training. Sammy Levitt back in action, and one more weekend, Sammy, and it's all done. But this will be a fun weekend, won't it?
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun to see the prospects tomorrow. It's always a really, really nice game. We'll be on the air tomorrow at 6 right here on 97.3 The Fan, and a good opportunity to showcase the stars of tomorrow that you might see in Padres uniforms, guys you've heard of, maybe guys that you've seen in Cactus League games, and I think a lot of guys that you probably have not heard of as well. As we know, this is a young system that has a lot of young talent, especially towards the lower levels of the minor leagues. And the spring breakout game against the Cubs in Mesa tomorrow night will be a nice opportunity to showcase those guys and on the broadcast tell some of their stories as well.
Yeah, you got Cruz Schoolcraft, Ethan Salas, Miguel Mendez, Cash Mayfield. Again, with the Padres, it's hard to fall in love with the arms because usually come July or August, it's like, but this is kind of puts the league on notice as well. You may want to watch these guys twirl it a little bit because you may be interested in them in the future, Sammy. It's a big responsibility you have calling this game. I'm very happy for you. I have now fallen in love with prospects because of baseball cards, so I'm all in.
Now, I'm totally out of the baseball card game. Can you explain what it is about the prospects and the baseball cards that make it, I suppose, something you want to pay attention to, a good investment potential?
I think it's the promise. It's always the promise of what could they turn out to be, and the prospecting of prospecting prospects. It's the same thing that general managers do. They gamble on prospects as well.
You wanted to buy Apple stock when they came out with their first computer, not after they've already released the iPhone 17.
That's right.
This is,
ground floor stuff.
This is investing in the ground floor of prospects before they become huge stars and their baseball cards explode in value.
And again, Sammy, it's because there's a lot of players in the big leagues that I love watching. But if I pull a Kyle Schwarber card, who I love, I'm like, I don't need that. But if I pull a, Ethan Salas autograph or something, that's cool. That's really cool because who knows what that kid could turn into. And I think it's the promise of all of that. Thinking about my kids too, being like, oh my God, Dad, we held on to 7 of these, Well,
that's the other thing. Guys,
but it doesn't work. It doesn't always work. My dad thought we were going to have a yacht based on Frank Thomas rookie cards, the Leaf, Frank Thomas. He's like, we're going to have a mansion. When I sell these one day, they're worth $6.
But my point is more that Frank Thomas was still a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
A phenomenal player. Right. So you get these cards for Bo now at 8 years old, and in a few years when he's in middle school, he's going to be rooting for the Cruz Schoolcrafts and Connor Griffins. Yeah, exactly. They're going to be the new.
It's just
top
cool,
dogs.
And you learn so much about organizations and what they have and how they draft and how well they draft. So I got way into it, man. I'm all in. I love this for you. I'm so excited. I wish I was doing it with you. That's how excited I am. I never want to call a game, but all I want to do is
drive out there right now. I'm sure Sammy would love some help.
All I want to do is talk prospects right now. That's it.
Yeah. Take the drive out to Mesa tomorrow. No. Tell Hannah. I'm sure she'll be thrilled about it.
She'll be out of town, Sammy. I'm batching it. Yeah, I'm batching it this weekend.
It'll just to give you one more thing on it. I think what's interesting about this year in particular in this group of prospects, I do feel like a lot of people, even though they're young, know some of the pitchers, whether it be a Schoolcraft or a Cash Mayfield, but there's going to be a nice opportunity to introduce you to some other pitchers. Like I'll give you an example, left-hander Luis Gutierrez, who has been really, really good and is probably somebody that you don't know a ton about. You're going to see a lot of arms that you may not have heard of yet. And I think certainly on the position player side, look, again, these guys are young, but when you talk about Ryan Weidman, who's a physical specimen who was drafted last year, guys like Braden Carpathios, who's done good things in the minor leagues, Kel Fountain, another big guy that they're high on, that post injuries and surgeries, still trying to find his footing. Jorge Quintana, who they got in that Brandon Lockridge trade, who as a defender is already really advanced. He's young, so jury's out on the bat and things like that, but he's somebody who's promising. My point is, I guarantee you, if you follow that game tomorrow, you'll probably learn about some guys that you don't know a whole lot about. So always fun to highlight those guys and give them a night to shine.
Talking to spring training Sam Levitt. He is in Peoria, Arizona, which gives him the feet on the ground perspective of the San Diego Padres. So let me ask you, I saw the story this week that this is the hottest it's ever been at spring training. They've never had 100-degree temperatures this early in the year in March.
It was a night game, and Mud said at first pitch it was like 103.
How much is that impacting what the Padres can do in terms of workouts? Have you seen any adjustments? Are they making any changes? I did see the ice cream truck out yesterday.
Yeah. Well, yesterday was, it's been hot. Yesterday was, I would say, like the first day where it was really, really hot, where you totally felt it being out there, where you're like, wow, it's over 100 degrees, and you can feel like this is not normal heat, at least by San Diego standards. It has not affected much. I mean, they're doing their work as usual. Guys played last night on a really, really hot night as usual. I mean, you had guys like Jackson Merrill out there playing the whole game, so they're going about their business the way they normally would. I will say today, at least based on what I've seen, the schedule looks a little bit later, so that could be a little adjustment they've made just to buy them a little time into the later part of the afternoon and maybe early evening as they get ready for another home night game tonight. But aside from that, Ben, it's been pretty much business as usual. And yes, they did have the ice cream school bus yesterday, which was a nice treat.
Did you get some, or was it just for players?
I could have if I wanted to, but I'm trying to watch my figure, and it was you know what? To be honest, it was so hot. I was like, do I really need like the fudgesicle right now?
I thought Fernando made the elite choice of the orange creamsicle.
Well, let me tell you guys something. Now, I like content and I like numbers and virality. Okay, it goes without saying.
Yes.
So Fernando does this whole, now he went to get his ice cream before he came over to the backdrop to do a media availability, because a lot of people wanted to talk to him yesterday with him back in camp. And he gets his orange dreamsicle. I think that's what it was.
Yep.
So he starts opening it before he starts talking, and he's talking and eating his ice cream as this media availability is going on, and he's having a great time. He was in great spirits yesterday. And immediately I'm like, you know the deal with Fernando, guys. Anything he does, number one, he makes it look really, really cool.
Yep.
And number two, the people love it.
They do.
The people love it. So I said to myself, whatever he just said is not nearly as important as Fernando eating the ice cream. Because I know what plays. And I'll tell you, I was spot on. Fernando doing anything. He could be tying his shoes. He could be eating ice cream. They love it. They love it. I mean, I want you to go watch the video of him getting the ice. I mean, he's just
right here.
We're rolling it. We're rolling it for everybody.
He's just cool. He's just cool.
He's cool as it gets, man.
That's right.
They expect a big year for him this year. He seems relaxed. He had a monster WBC. He's got to be feeling good right now with him. Keep him healthy, keep him on the field, keep being the dynamic player that you are, and good things will happen, I think, for the San Diego Padres. Sammy, we were marveling over the lineup construction from Craig Stammen last night. When you have Ramon Laureano, who is a guy that can get on base and he's a guy that can slug, when you have him in the 9-hole, I thought, all right, that's either really deep or that's really dumb by Craig Stammen, but turned out to be pretty good. What they score 16 last night or something?
13.
Yeah.
13. Yeah.
Yeah, offense was great yesterday, and that was a very hot day in Arizona.
Yeah,
and Michael King was probably a little bit victim of that on the other side. It's funny you bring up the Laureano point, because Craig got asked about it after the game and said, could you actually bat Laureano 9th? And Craig, with a smile, said, well, the offense looked pretty good tonight, didn't it? So I don't know if that's reality or not. this is the time of year, these last few days with everybody back, where I would take stock in the lineups. Yesterday was a little different with Cronenworth leading off, Fernando batting second. I do think there's a real chance that Jake bats leadoff against righties. I think that's a real chance. I think they like what he's doing there, the approach he brings, and I think he likes it as well. I think he kind of enjoys that top spot based on what I've heard. So I think that's a real possibility that Jake is up there. I don't know if that's going to be every day, but could be against right-handers. I will say it's kind of hard for me to imagine Laureano batting ninth every day because of the type of hitter he is, but we'll see. Maybe that's a way to lengthen the lineup and kind of flip things over in a nice way. But the next few days, I certainly, when everybody's in there today, Monday, I would definitely take stock in it because you're going to have a full strength lineup.
Last thing for me, Sammy, the Padres actually play split squad today. They've got the home game tonight against the Rockies. They also have a road game against the Dodgers in Glendale at 6:05. Nick Pivetta pitching in Peoria. Marco Gonzalez, who struggled a bit lately, pitching against the Dodgers, but he's going up against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And I wonder, would the regulars rather face like a Yamamoto, or would they rather face probably like the Colorado Rockies, and they're probably not going to bring all their best pitchers? I wonder what the plan would be for tonight, because you get a chance to see Yamamoto in spring, a couple of at-bats against him. It might be more valuable to go over to Glendale and get some hits against him as opposed to staying at home. But of course, most guys want to stay at their own complex. So it's kind of an interesting decision tonight at which teams you send to which fields.
Yeah, my inclination is going to say that it'll be most of the big guys at home still, just because that's usually how it works.
It is.
Like, guys, I don't think like run to the road games to face certain pitchers a lot. That would seem rare to me. But Ben, you make a good point that if you wanted to get an early look at Yamamoto, if you haven't seen him in a while, it would be wise and potentially helpful to do that. I don't know the answer to that question of if it'll be a little bit more split today than what you would normally see in a split squad as far as your bona fide major league guys. That's a good question. I don't know. Based on the schedule being a little bit later today, I would think that it would be mostly the big guys at home, but I could be wrong about that.
I mean, they don't even face the Dodgers until May or something. So it's not like you're getting a look at you're facing next week.
I'll also say for the guys that were in the WBC, I do think like those guys are ready to go.
They're dialed.
They could have opening day tomorrow. They're ready to go. And this is about just kind of letting the days pass by and get the work in. But Ben, it's an interesting point. I keep an eye on that too, the lineup, see if anybody wants to go over and face Yamamoto.
Sammy, great stuff. Good luck with the spring breakout game tomorrow in Mesa. We'll be looking forward to listening to that on our radios. And we will talk to you for the last time from Peoria, correct, on Monday morning.
Yes.
That's it. And then you'll
Monday
be heading
morning.
home.
Yep. And I'm out. Yeah, Monday morning. And then I think midday I'm going to start driving back. I may skip out that game a little bit early because I'll tell you guys, I don't think you're going to get any roster stuff on Monday. No. I think that'll wait till Wednesday, the workout. Who knows? Maybe even Thursday when they put out the official opening day roster. So probably talk to you on Monday and then I'm out.
Will you come party with us at Baja Rick's?
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
for sure in the morning. I will definitely be downtown very, very early on Thursday morning, guys. It's the 1 p.m. game. It's a quick turnaround for opening day. Like Wednesday, that workout, that's a big day for me. I gotta make sure we're all set up. The connections are all working. Yeah. All the equipment, everything we need.
Well, we'll have plenty of tequila for you. It's going to be great. We're going to have a great time.
It's against my rules.
That's fair. That's fine.
I got to go to the ballpark.
Mine
I
too.
Go to the clubhouse.
That's true. You do have.
If I was just hanging out at Baja Rick's, then
all right,
maybe different story.
Well, at least you're coming. That's fine.
You know what? You never know. Sammy getting wild. Sammy gone wild. Whatever.
Sammy gone wild
now
is a DVD series that I would like. Now you do a lot of content. Sammy Gone Wild is one that you could memory bank that one, and let's get some of that going this year. That's what I want to see. Let us corrupt you a little bit.
I did say earlier in this segment, I'm all about the numbers and virality.
That's true. That's true.
He's trying to get me to go wild for 7 years, and for 8 years, and I've resisted. So he can. A little bit.
I wouldn't say you've resisted.
Somewhat resisted. He can turn his attention to you next.
Oh. Paulie.
Interesting. I think you're full of S.
Yeah. I think you're a big phony right now.
Thank you, Sammy.
Resisted.
Have a good weekend.
All right, guys.
Sam Levitt, courtesy of David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, and all of our guests appear on our SDCCU fan hotline. It's not Big Bang Banking. It is better. Might as well throw out the breaking news.
Yeah.
Probably we're gonna need the sounder. Sadly, legendary actor and martial artist Chuck Norris has passed away at the age of 86. So, if you would, Paulie, for Walker, Texas Ranger, as we do on Ben and Woods.
And I really hope we can see more unity and more peace when already things are so difficult. So, shout out to his family.
Peak Internet was about 15 years ago with the Chuck Norris stuff. You couldn't go
pioneer, man.
You couldn't go a day without seeing, tsunami in Hawaii turned and ran away because Chuck Norris was standing on the beach. I mean, it was great. It was great. It was funny. But man, 86 years old. That's a hat tip, sir, to a life well lived and a legend. The great Chuck Norris.
All right, we will take a timeout. When we come back, it is time for a quick
Chuck
edition
Norris
of Don't Do
doesn't
This.
Read books.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris stares them down until he gets the information he wants. Remember those jokes?
Yeah, it's so good.
Time waits for no man. Unless it's Chuck Norris.
Woodsy's got the Dodgers in his crosshairs on Don't Do This, and we've got some great audio from the NCAA tournament. That's all coming up next, and then Darren Smith at the bottom of the hour to talk SDFC and more, all on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
800-GAMBLER, GEGE 000466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
And if you're looking for something to do this weekend, love heading to 7 Mile Casino on Saturdays and Sundays, because at Sammy's 7 Mile, you've got the award-winning brunch where you can go 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and get the best brunch in the South Bay, and then stick around, Woods, and enjoy San Diego's best card room.
That's exactly right. Sit down, play yourself. Some California-style blackjack, some Texas Hold'em, some Pai Gow poker, or some baccarat. If that floats your boat, you'll have a great time doing it. Friendly dealers, friendly people. When you go inside, it's just a great atmosphere and environment. You got a killer patio too. You can go sit outside and have a beer with your buddy. Raise a glass to Chuck Norris, who passed away.
Absolutely. It's so easy to get to. You don't have to drive out into the massive heat right now of the East County. Find a parking spot in a big garage where it's going to be sweaty and 98 degrees. No, you just park and you walk right in front of the door there at 7 Mile Casino, just right off the 5E, and then you're right on Bay Boulevard, the frontage road to the 5. You're pulling in like a quarter mile away. The convenience is unmatched at 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from downtown.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Don't Do This, brought to you by Dixie Line Lumber and Home Centers, helping San Diego homeowners and contractors fix it, build it, and
enjoy it.
I was remembering when I was in the middle of that read yesterday when I had to run off to the restroom.
Yep, exactly.
When it happens, it happens fast.
Yeah.
You're getting ready for the colonoscopy, for sure. We're going to keep this quick with just a couple of stories today because Darren Smith is going to join us at the bottom of the hour. You had Dodgers fans in a tizzy yesterday with this story.
I didn't write this story.
I know you didn't write it.
California Post did. Michael Duarte wrote this story. There's nothing like a hot summer night at Dodger Stadium. The sun slowly melts behind the San Gabriel Mountains. The cotton candy sky is full of pink, orange, and blue. Are so cinematic. Feels like it was hand-painted just for Dodgers fans. Inhale the aroma of hot dogs, popcorn, and garlic fries. Tickles the nostrils like a memory. They did a study, you guys. According to a recent study by The Lines, Dodger fans aren't just watching baseball. They're devouring it, literally. On average, Dodger fans consume an extra 1,140 calories per game day, one of the highest marks in Major League Baseball. That's the equivalent of 2 Dodger dogs, a basket of garlic fries, and a couple of cold beers, and fans do it often. Wow. They did a full study about the weight of game day. Padres are we roll in about 1,015 pounds gained per season. San Diego Padres 31.1. The LA Dodgers 29.2 because we go to more games per week than they do.
Oh,
yeah, 4.1 to 3.5.
So if you went, you're saying if you went to every home game,
81.
And ate your heart out at every game, you gained 30 pounds in the baseball season?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Sounds right. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I found that. I wasn't even taking a shot at them. I just retweeted it and said, this is unreal content.
Well, let's be honest. The ball game is not where you generally go to eat healthy. They have a couple of options that are on the healthier side at Petco Park, maybe at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I'm not sure. But you go to the ballpark to, eat like a pig. essentially.
Well, as Carlos says, a good point here. They got to be hella eating considering they're only there for like 4 innings a game. Yeah, that's exactly
Packed
right.
Fast.
Good point.
That's insanity.
Yeah, we saw the Mets are doing 9 beers, 9 hot dogs, 9 innings promotion where you can actually like buy that with your ticket.
Yeah, it's a concession.
Dodgers do a 3-3-3 inning.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they would ever encourage a fan to buy 9 beers. That feels
seems problematic.
That seems problematic. Like it better come with
Good point.
An Uber ride at the end of the game or something, or you're going to get
like even 9 Miller
trouble.
Lights.
Yeah.
You're feeling it.
Yeah, they got mad at
as
me.
fast as you're drinking them.
Again, Michael Duarte wrote this. I didn't write it, but I said this is unreal content, and then a Dodger fan said,
I mean, did they make it seem like the headline is Dodgers fans are fat? Is that what they felt like you were trying to point out?
I said this is unreal content. That's all I said. This is unreal content. And it was to have the California Post write that article. That is unreal. It's unreal content. And then one of their fans said to me, "Is it Fat Boy?" and posted a picture of me. And I wrote back, F, yes, it is, because it is. Is it Fat Boy?
That's a don't do this as well.
Well, his Twitter handle is rent-free Dodger. So my guess is he's about 17. His whole feed is just crushing the Padres. So, no big deal.
It's what we call our best content promoters out there.
They're our best listeners.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it Fat Boy?
Right. Let's get to do this.
DD mega doo-doo.
Maybe you're saying, is it Fat Boy?
Is it Hey, is it Fat Boy?
Pretty good first day of the NCAA tournament. There were a lot of games, interesting ones, not a ton of upsets, although Siena gave Duke a scare
run for their money
in the 16-1 game. But there were a couple of upsets, including VCU taking down North Carolina in overtime.
Sorry, Jordan.
19 down to knock the Tar Heels out in the first round. Well, they won the first 4 game last year against San Diego State, then lost. Out again in the round of 64. Texas beat BYU. They went through the first 4 and then knocked out A.J. DeBansa despite 35 points from the BYU star. But the biggest upset came from the 12th seed, High Point, against Wisconsin. Came down late,
game was awesome.
Back and forth. Really good game, probably the game of the day. But the do this goes to the 2 High Point student radio broadcasters who got to sit courtside, call the game for High Point Radio, and reacted to the go-ahead, the 3-pointer late in the game, then the steal. And go-ahead layup to put them up by 1, and then the stop of Nick Boyd that led
block.
to the win.
Oh.
Here's just how it all sounded, these guys.
Driving, step back. In circles now, Johnson catch and shoot.
Portland! Do you believe it? You
They're going nuts.
Takes it inbounds. 9 seconds. Boyd wants it inside. Try. 6 seconds. Block. Yeah, Boyd. They launched down court.
Anderson gets it! Throw on the glass slipper! It's a Cinderella story!
I love it.
In Portland, Oregon! For the first time in program history! High Point breaks through! We will see you in the round of 32! Oh, what a feeling!
If you
That was a
can't
good call.
see these two guys,
That was
as
a
well,
great call for that kid.
These kids are great. They're reaching to like holding on to each other for
like,
dear life.
That was awesome.
It was pretty amazing, and one of the things that makes the NCAA tournament special.
Where is High Point?
High Point is in North Carolina,
Is it?
I think. Yeah.
Tennessee, maybe.
Somewhere.
No, it's in North Carolina.
Yeah, I think it's in North Carolina. It's interesting. So their
High Point, North
school, I was
Carolina.
reading about High Point.
I saw some of this.
The school values like
Real
teaching kids about like networking. They have a mock like airline cabin
and a
where
steakhouse.
where
They
you
have a
go
steakhouse
in
on campus.
Well,
Yeah.
you could sit next to like an executive on a plane and practice like what you would say to them. Or
Role playing.
Yeah, they have like a steakhouse and a teppanyaki bar where you go and have a meal. And then they also value like branding. So they have a concierge, and they will book you like a ride to the airport for free as long as you're wearing a High Point shirt. If you're not, it costs $95. It's to teach the value of branding
that is
to
incredible.
Their students.
That is incredible. I think that's brilliant. But what a win for them. You love it for those kids, man. You could tell they were having a blast.
And that's what the NCAA tournament is all about.
Yep.
And that is don't and do this for a Friday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, when we come back, SDFC, fresh off the trip down to Toluca, didn't go well for SDFC, but how do they respond with another game this Sunday at Snapdragon Stadium? Darren Smith, one of the voices of SDFC, will join us coming up next year with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
Yeah, we will get to D. Smith in just a minute. Wanted to tell all of our beloved Tier 1s about Truck Month going on at Sedano Ford and Lincoln right now. Of course, bigger and better than ever before. They are the hardest working trucks on the road. And Sedano Ford, the local veteran-owned dealership, put together incredible limited-time deals for all your favorite Ford trucks, offering the power of 3 with 0% financing, 0 due at signing, and 0 payments for a full 90 days. Let you get in your truck of your dreams, and then you don't have to make a payment for 90 days. 0% APR, 0 due at signing, and no payments for 90 days. This March, also the perfect time to drive into the future in the all-electric Ford Mustang Mach-E Select. That's just $399 a month, and of course, premium luxury, more affordable than ever at Sedano Ford and Lincoln with the new Lincoln Corsair plug-in hybrid, just $417 a month when you lease that. So these are incredible deals, guys. Get down there this weekend if you can. These exclusive offers only available right here at your local veteran-owned Sedano Ford and Lincoln in La Mesa. Let them know Woodsy sent you down there. They will take good care of you. For all the details, visit them at sedanoford.com. He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Nothing. Now,
so let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
it's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee hurts.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
This is a fast and furious Friday edition of Ben and Woods as we go from one segment to another, one guest to another. We still have Mudcat Grant going to join us in our 8 o'clock hour, but standing by, fresh off his trip down to Toluca. It was exciting for a while, and then, of course, SDFC ended up getting their butts kicked in the second half. We will talk with Darren Smith right after a check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Kent Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by Albertsons, Vons, and Pavilions. Trouble on the coastline. Collision on northbound 5 right past Oceanside Boulevard. Looks like this is blocking the fast lane. Then up ahead before Barcelona, got a rollover accident. This one appears to be blocking the 2 right lanes. Also traveling on northbound 5 out of the South Bay, accident near the 54. It's over the right shoulder. Another crash up ahead near the 15. That is over to the right shoulder. And going to find on southbound 805 reports of a possible brush or encampment fire right before Imperial. It's over to the right shoulder. Looks like fire crews have got the Imperial off-ramp as well as that right lane blocked. Save on fresh quality ingredients when you shop at Vons and Albertsons. Right now, get USDA Choice Tri-Tip Roast untrimmed for $4.99 per pound. Limit 2 roasts with membership where applicable. Shop in-store or online at Vons or Albertsons.com to find more deals and savings. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station. 97.3 The Fan.
As Darren Smith joins us on the SDCCU Fan Hotline, I will admit, last Wednesday, I was thinking, this, Toluca, this is the best team in Mexico, maybe the best club team in all of North and Central America. Come on. Okay. Now I understand why they're so good. That was an impressive performance in their home stadium, and you got to see it in person down in Toluca.
I did. Yes. I was actually hoping that we were all wrong about Toluca and we were just overrating them tremendously. I remember standing down after the match on Wednesday at Snapdragon Stadium and talking to some of the local reporters maybe who don't follow it as closely. And they were saying this, like this, what is this? Come on. We saw more out of Vancouver. It would have been tougher to face, fill in the blank. And then, you get to their building and it just, it was incredible. I mean, you could feel it, whole city. I've never been to Toluca before, but you could feel the energy the second you get in off the freeway. And all the fans are lined out there in the street. And they have this tradition where they welcome the bus into the stadium and they have the flares. And the building is incredible, and the noise was off the charts, and the hostility was unlike anything else I think that SDFC had faced. And, the match just, unfortunately, everything went against SDFC. I mean, tremendous, objectively speaking, like a tremendous experience. But as far as the game went, yeah, Toluca was every bit as good as advertised, especially the way they play at home. The way they play at home is catered to elevation and their unique talent, and SDFC paid the price and got their butts kicked.
They did, and I said on the air yesterday, they built up so much goodwill with me, and I think a lot of their fans. I'm like, all right, fine, flush it, get back to MLS. My fear, Darren, is they're going to be absolutely zonked for this weekend. That's what scares me. That was a lot of energy expended in a 4-0 loss. I mean, because you don't have a choice. If they didn't expend that energy, it would have been 14-0, I mean, because they were running around all night, back on their heels. And, obviously you play a match like that. I'm worried about the game on Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen, I'm the furthest thing away from a professional soccer player, but I mean, I'm like sitting here rubbing my eyes this morning because I got back last night and it's not that it's the world's worst travel, but they also were through Dallas and they stayed in Dallas and then went to Toluca direct, and they played this high energy game and they're disappointed. The good news, I guess, is they're going to get Manu back and they'll get Marcus Ingvartson back. Yes. They were unable to play, and Manu always brings energy no matter what. I mean, he's an energy guy in addition to being ridiculously talented, but I'm with you. I just think, and especially now it's like a pesky Real Salt Lake side that's won 3 straight games that would want to come in here and say, hey, like, we would love to take this team down. We might feel there's a little bit of vulnerability. So I'm with you 100%, Woodsy. Like the natural emotional letdown, respectfully, is something I think that Mikey's probably going to have to deal with. And also just the physical. This is, I think it's 12, 4 games in 12 or 13 days. So, and the energy, the amount of like literal output that you had to go through this past Wednesday is something that they're going to have to monitor and they're going to have to deal with. But this is what they signed up for. You play a lot of games sometimes in a short amount of time, and if you're successful, you play even more.
Darren, do they have designated guys on a team that they're like, hey, man, like, you have carte blanche to go chew out the refs? Because Yepi was in the face of the refs the last 2 games, like the only one really. Or is that just his personality? Is that how he rolls? Because that dude, when they miss one or he thinks they miss one, he's inches away from these guys' face every single time. I'm like, they're like, hey,
Toluca had like all 11 guys around the ref every time the whistle blew, it seemed like, as well.
It's almost like they're like, hey, just let Yepi go out and do his thing. Or is that just his personality?
There is technically a rule in the MLS rule book that only the captain is supposed to be able to approach the referee. Now, good luck with that.
Right.
Because the way I watch this sport, it seems like 11 players usually surround the referee. But it is the rule that it's only supposed to be the captain. So from that standpoint, I suppose we are just trying to follow the rules around here, unlike some of these other teams. Now, I don't know that necessarily applies to CONCACAF Champions Cup because it's governed by a different body, right? Yeah. That's not Major League Soccer. So I don't know. And again, I can remember so many times last year saying on the radio when Chucky Lozano would go up to the referee, I'd be like, Chucky, you got to get out of there. Like, they could yellow card you for this, and you're already on the yellow. So there are some rules in place. They aren't as enforced, I don't think. And I don't know that it should be enforced, but yes, like he is, and he is frustrated. I mean, it was frustrating. Where I was sitting in Toluca, I could also sense the frustration from the head coach. He was frustrated with a lot of people. He was talking to the 4th official, the guy that's down there right between the 2 head coaches and the 2 benches. He was having quite a few conversations with him. Everybody was against this team. It was incredible. Like, it was such an amazing atmosphere. Again, I mean, the scoreline was terrible, but the experience overall, I do think it will be a net positive in the long run, just because of everything that you had to deal with. You were dealing with their players, and you are dealing with the unique style of them, that league. Even some of the stuff that happened, like in the stadium, was weird. Like, the ball boys were throwing balls on the field at time to waste time, and like that became part of I think a strategy from Toluca. So I mean, there just was so much happening in that stadium that it's it all's part of the story. But yes, to answer your question in the most long-winded way possible, it's only supposed to be the captain.
Talking to Darren Smith here. One more SDFC question for me. What does Duran Ferree take out of that match? Because even to my untrained eyes, the first goal, terrible mistake by Ferree, ended up giving up 4, but also made, I thought, some world-class saves. I mean, that could have been like 8-0 if not for some of the the saves that he made. What does he take out of that first real drubbing of his career?
Yeah, I mean, you're not lying. That could have been worse. That's, I think, one of the most honest things that you could say about the game. It could have been a lot better, but it could have been worse. And he made a couple of saves to start the second half that were, oh, wow, out of your seat level type saves. I thought, crazy as it sounds, I thought he was the best player that SDFC had in the game. Yeah. And, I mean, they got outshot 12-0 shots on goal. It was 27-5 overall, 12-0 shots on goal. Ooh. So, and he made some saves that prevented this from being 6 or 7. And that's not an exaggeration. That's just the way it was going. That was just the type of avalanche that they were dealing with. I know it would be hard to say, hey, listen, chin up, keep your head up. Yes, you made the mistake and you opened the door and it sort of cratered after that. But I would like to think, as a 19-year-old who seems to really relish the opportunity to live in this and perform in the the Mikey Vadas growth mindset environment that's been set up there, I wouldn't be too concerned that this is going to be something that he's going to have to deal with, or something that could impact his career in a negative way, right? I wouldn't. I don't think he's wired that way. And again, I think it's, for these guys, they know what they're all about. And I think he's, I don't know. I mean, I watched that game and I sort of thought to myself, as somebody who's been a huge advocate for Pablo Cisniega and for CJ when he's back and he's healthy, at the end, I was like, man, I do think he was probably goalkeeper number 1, isn't he? Kind of the way I felt when I was watching it, and it's completely counterintuitive because of the final scoreline. But listen, that he was asked to do things in that game that were kind of crazy.
No question. I mean, you talk about the second half. I thought some of the early shots, the barrage that he was under. He got lucky. He got lucky once and hit the post, but oh my God, I thought he was. Yeah,
I mean, and that's incredible. The thing that we wonder. This is a conversation that I had. I went to the game with my buddy Eric Gomez, who's from the area, who grew up here and lives in Mexico City, and we were talking about the goalkeeping. I said, we don't know exactly if he, how good of a shot stopper he is, right? To be a goalkeeper, you have to have a couple different skills, and I think the skill that you have to have first, if you're going to play in this system, is you want to be a distributor. You have to be good with the ball at your feet, right? And that first goal completely is uncharacteristic for him. But that's what you're looking for. And maybe shot stopping is 1A. I wouldn't say that it's not as important. But we knew that Pablo was a good shot stopper because of what we saw in the second leg against Pumas, where he had 8 saves. It's the second most in his career. Yep. And I thought you could have made the argument that maybe you'd want to go with a shot stopper in that game, because we don't know some of the saves that Duran Farias had. I wouldn't say that that these were bang on, amazing goal opportunities for their side. But man, he proved it. I mean, he did. And again, I know it's sort of sounds ridiculous, but I do think that skill. He showed that he has that skill, and from this moment forward, I think you can feel good about him putting him in the net, and feeling unless you're going up against something like that, which I don't think you're going to see a lot of in MLS, quite frankly. Unless you're going up against something like that, then and there were all sorts of other problems in that game aside from the goalkeeper. I don't know that he was the biggest problem, but yeah, man, I dig the kid. I'm a fan, and if he's goalkeeper number 1 now, I think that's not a bad thing for the club.
Darren, how excited / nervous are you for your Johnnies taking on Northern Iowa this afternoon at Viejas Arena? There's already been a 12-5 upset, but I saw Charles Barkley had him in his championship game of the bracket. I mean, this could go a lot of different ways for St. John's today.
I know. I did see Nick Boyd in Wisconsin went down yesterday, but I feel like that's something Wisconsin goes through every other year. They always seem to be the 5 on the business end of the 12-5. Yep. I'm excited for it. I don't love when teams. I think a lot of people in media got on the Johnnies bandwagon last year. I saw a couple of Final Four predictions. I'm happy to get to the second weekend, but I don't want to complain about seating. I think we were, not seated properly. I'm glad that they're here. It saves me money from having to fly from Mexico City to Portland or somewhere else. But I think the Kansas game is the one that I'm concerned with. I'm nervous today. I am a little nervous today. Like you said, I don't know much about the opponent, but I feel like maybe they're going to use a little bit of the their best player is a player named Zubi Ejiofor. He got slighted a bit, I think, in the All-America voting. Our seeding wasn't what we were hoping for back-to-back Big East champs, regular season and conference tournament. First time that's ever happened in Big East history. We're in a ridiculous region. I mean, this region is insane. But I'm hoping that's all used as motivation from a master motivator in Rick Pitino. So I think we'll be okay today. But Sunday, I'll have to split screen because we have the broadcast on Sunday against Real Salt Lake and St. John's and Kansas potentially. So I'm just, like I said, I believe in our coach. So I feel like I'll have the guys prepared for this one this afternoon at 4:10. Will we see you guys there?
I will probably
be there.
I will be there definitely part of the day. Whether I'll make it all the way to the St. John's game, I'm not sure. Probably not.
I've got Little League.
Okay. I got it.
I've got Little League.
Yeah, we have an interesting household situation here. My wife went to University of Arizona. So her alma mater's playing at 10:45, and she's on a flight home from Dallas. And then I have our game at 4:10. So we're sort of navigating our way through the day with the NCAA tournament.
I love the tweet yesterday that Arizona taking on Long Island in the battle for iced tea supremacy.
Supremacy, yes. So good.
Yeah, so good. That's a good one.
It's Long Island, by the way.
Why did I think of that tweet?
I know, it's so good. Well, let's save.
I could have gone viral. I could have had what I always wanted in life. I could have had thousands of retweets. Yeah.
Let's save our baseball talk, Darren, for next Thursday at Baja Rick's from 6 to 10. I know you told us a few weeks back you would be down to come in and hang. We would love to have you. I think the tier ones would like to see you as well. So the invite still stands. And we'll talk some Padres baseball on opening day as the Padres square off against Tarek Skubal.
We'll save a lobster claw for you.
Yeah, I'll save some fried ice cream
Have
for
a good
you,
weekend.
buddy.
Good luck to SDFC on Sunday.
See you, pal.
Hi, guys. Thanks.
There he is, Darren Smith. Love talking to Darren every single Friday. His St. John's Red Storm taking on Northern Iowa today at Viejas Arena. All right, we will take a timeout. When we come back, final 45 minutes of the program. Short show on a Friday, including some Take on Woods. And Mudcat Grant going to join us. It's coming fast at us on a Friday on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All right, we are, we're more than halfway home on a Friday. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. We are actually done here in 45 minutes or so, turning it over to the great Ted Mendenhall, Ben, who's going to be calling UCSD women's basketball here on 97.3 The Fan. Love Teddy. DM me. He goes, I'm an honorary tier 1. It's happy to get you guys an extra hour off on a Friday. And I go, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself with that extra hour and 13 minutes. I'm Woodsy. That's Paulie. That's Benny.
He texted me yesterday too. And I was like, he's like, hey, that's cool. I'm like, bro, you don't understand. It literally never happens.
My kids are on half day right now. So to get.
So are you.
So yeah. So to get a little bit of extra time, I can get to the gym early. I can get all my things done, and then I can pick up my kids and get ready for a night of Little League. And Bo's doing the Bo Jackson move tonight. He's got a 4:00 football game, and then he rolls right from there to his 6:30 baseball game.
Maybe the Triton women can shock the world.
Yeah.
There are less upsets in the women's tournament than the men's tournament. This is a 14-3. That almost never happens. I think I saw the line as TCU by 34.5. So
wow,
keeping it close would be considered a major win. You're going to take the points this morning. All right, Tritons and the points.
Hell yeah.
In Fort Worth. Plus, when you play against a top 4 seed, you're playing on their court. It's not neutral sites like it is in the men's tournament. You actually have to play a road game. So makes it even tougher. But want to wish best of luck to the only school in San Diego that made the NCAA Division I men's or women's tournament. On either side.
Pretty crazy, man.
UCSD plays right here on 97.3 The Fan.
What are you guys going to do with all of your extra time today? And granted, it's about an hour and 13 is what we get off today. I'm filled with excitement. It makes the show
jerk.
Not at work. I'm going straight to start work early today. And then I can get down to Viejas Arena so I can be there for the start. I think the first game starts at 10:30. This morning. So I'll have plenty of time to get down there and watch some college basketball in person.
And then you're going on a huge gambling, drunken guys trip back to Vegas. You can't keep this guy out of Vegas. You can't.
Got no plans. So I thought go visit my buddy Scott, play some golf with him on Saturday and Sunday morning, and then watch some basketball and come back Sunday afternoon.
I have a practical question.
Yeah.
Scotty's a very generous guy.
Yeah.
Very generous. Now, there's a couple things I want to talk about here. Number one, the last time you went to Scotty's house, you came home with violent diarrhea and vomit, and you had to miss a day of work.
Yeah.
Another vacation for you this year. Any nerves there about what'd you get? What was it? What did you have?
No, I don't know. I assume
bacterial
it was like E. coli or something. It was bad.
Yeah. Malaria or something. When you came back last. So be careful.
Yeah. According to the incubation period, that was what it was, I had it before I even got there.
Okay.
So I didn't get it there. Okay. The symptoms presented when I was there.
Here's the other practical question I have. As Scotty is very generous, and I don't know if you want me airing out his business, but he belongs to a club.
Correct.
In Henderson, Nevada. A nice, great golf course. When you belong to a country club, you can bring guests out. And then there's an extra fee that the
guest fee.
The guest fee that they just charge you at the end of the month.
Right.
Does he send you a Venmo request?
He does not.
He just wears it.
No. He's done. I mean, he's retired already at age 50.
So he's done quite well for himself.
Yeah. So he treats me to some golf when I'm out there.
You are his guest.
Now I will reciprocate. We have our trip coming up in a few months where we're going to Bandon. And
Another vacation.
I have set most of that up for us.
Now you've set it up.
Like paid for it all.
Prepaid for it
already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now will he?
I'm not going to ask for a request.
Okay.
We don't really ask for anything. We just try to
help each other.
Go back and forth and treat each
Reciprocate.
other to things.
That's nice.
I think he's ahead, though. He's very generous.
Yeah, you have a sugar daddy, as Elise says.
Yes. Return the favor.
He's your sugar.
But I do return the favor from time to time. Yes.
I need a sugar daddy. My problem is I'm a sugar daddy to too many dudes right now. I got too many guys on the payroll.
You were my sugar daddy for lunch yesterday.
I was.
That was nice.
It was my
treated me to Jersey Mike's after my colonoscopy, which was really made it even sweeter. It already was going to taste great, but knowing I didn't even have to pay for it, that was fantastic.
He got the dessert. He got extra avocado on the sandwich.
Yeah, that's not cheap.
It's not. Yeah, you're like Pretty Woman.
It's less than the cost of a bottled squirt at 7-Eleven.
That's
but
true.
It's still not cheap.
Now, I do, and it's great, man, to have a best friend that is a country club member that's like, just bring your ass out here. All you got to do is get here. I'll take care of everything else. It is great.
Stay at his house, yeah.
Stay at his house for free. He's got a nice house.
Yeah.
That's great.
But he also doesn't have, like, he's met a couple guys at the club that he plays with, but he likes having somebody
he
knows
likes having
to play
somebody
with.
he knows.
So,
100%. It's beneficial.
I don't like. I know it's a very normal thing to do for golfers, and I'm not much of a golfer, but I don't like playing with random people. I really don't. I don't like showing up by myself, at least.
Ooh,
if I'm there, like, I would have to be guaranteed, like, hey, it's pretty empty today. Like, you can get out there on your own and just have a good time.
The best round I ever shot was with 3 complete and total strangers.
Really?
Yeah, go figure. My best score
I'm sure it was
with I was with 3 complete and total strangers that I did not know, and I shot a 77.
It gives me anxiety. It's like several hours of, are we supposed to be like doing small talk here? Are we talking at all?
It's tough because we've met some psychopaths.
I don't really want to know
when it
anything
works
about
good,
this guy.
and you can sometimes meet like people who you end up like
being friends with.
Really being friends with.
Yeah.
If it goes well on the golf course, you're like, by the end of the round, you know that person. You feel like, all right, if I can do this with them for 4.5 hours, we can probably be friends.
Yeah.
It's a great tester.
It is. It is funny because I know it's not the case. I know this isn't the case because we just discussed the case. I do find it funny that he's driving 5 hours to go play 2 rounds of free golf. I do think that that's funny. I just think it helps my narrative.
It also helps that I don't mind driving.
You like driving.
I kind of like it. So
raw dogging it 5 hours to Henderson today.
It'll be a nice way. It'll feel like, because I'll finish my work this evening, hopefully a little early since I get to start early.
Yeah.
And then I can hit the road and just zone out on a Friday. I mean, not completely zone out, but just kind of meditate my way.
Ben's just driving through Barstow.
The only thing that makes me a little nervous is that this is an absolute bat-ass crazy Vegas weekend.
Correct.
My guess is
that's why I didn't want to fly with all the TSA stuff.
But
so
my guess is
we're gonna play really early on Sunday, and then I'm going to take off so I can like before noon and hopefully beat some of the traffic.
But
out.
like,
my guess is that most people are already there for the tournament.
Yeah.
Like they
Wanted to be there
probably
yesterday.
A lot of people got there early.
Yeah, I'd say at least by yesterday.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
everyone's going to be there today.
They're all
like,
set up.
So you're in Henderson. It's not far from like the strip
15,
at all.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, are you any thought on like you said no of going to the strip? Like,
wasn't planning on it because of the crowds and everything, although it would be fun to see.
Take an Uber. They'll drop you off at the Uber. You know, the Uber drop off at the hotel is not the busiest part.
Yeah.
You should be fine. You'll get into the lobby. Go walk around the sports books or something. Like this is like
nuts.
With all
this
the
is like
games
the
on,
ultimate weekend. If you're in Vegas, how would you not go to the sports book on the March Madness weekend?
And remember, when they hand you those little cards in the street, don't call those numbers.
Right. Why not?
Those
Well,
are a
I
lot
guess
fewer
you
and
could.
farther between now.
Really?
Yeah,
Vegas has changed.
They don't have a ton of. I haven't seen a ton of those last few times. I've gone.
Prostitutes. You're talking about prostitutes. They don't have as many prostitutes as they used to.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I did.
Escorts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought you were talking about the booby cards. The booby baseball cards.
Yeah. Ooh, we're card collectors now.
You need to get some rookie cards, don't you?
Ben's got a whole collection.
Should I get those graded? You still have them in your wallet?
I have them somewhere. I know.
I bet you do. Under your mattress. Well, have a great time.
Thank you.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
Quick, but yeah, I'll be back here Monday morning, ready to go.
Just golf, basketball, food,
Golf.
hot out there?
Go home.
go home. Brilliant. It's a brilliant weekend.
Are you gonna? Let's see. It's gotta be hot, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Arizona was 100.
Although when I checked the high temp, it was like 96. It wasn't as bad as Arizona. So
Yeah.
And we're gonna play early. So
A high of 97 in Vegas.
it's not the
Seen
worst.
worse.
It's definitely been there
That's
for
fair.
much, much, much worse. All right, this hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by GL Pool. Speaking of staying cool, the company trusted by thousands of San Diegans to keep their pools sparkling, swim ready, and expertly maintained. Call GL Pools now. Say radio for a free month of service. We're going to have Mark Grant on at the bottom of the hour, and since we're ending early, we need to kind of keep things moving here at the start of the hour. So we're going to actually take a timeout and then come back and play Take on Woods. Last chance this week to qualify. Wait for the trip to Vegas. You can be on your way out as well to watch basketball, do whatever what you want, and a $150 resort credit at the Fountain Blue. So if you want to play Woods in our music, TV, or movie trivia, call now 833-288-0973. 833-288-0973. Come back with our game, and then Mark Grant from Peoria, Arizona, coming up on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. But, I don't actually have to go down to the Strip if I want to watch basketball and actually win some real money while playing basketball, because I got Prize Picks right on my phone. Very easy to use on the app. You just set your lineups of 2 to 6 players picking against stat projections and win real money, up to 2,000 times your cash with Prize Picks, where they've got so many different ways to play as well. You can combine sports together. Obviously, baseball season starts next week. We'll still have college basketball for the next couple of weeks, pro basketball as well. Pick your favorite players, pick your favorite stats, pick more or less, and then watch and enjoy and win real money with Prize Picks. They even have injury, basically like safety. So if your player gets hurt in the first half and you pick more on like 24 points, they'll just wipe that one out for you if they get hurt. So you feel like, I had a great lineup and my guy got hurt. They're not going to let it hurt your lineup and cost you a win. When you sign up, make sure you download the app and use the code KWFN. You're going to get $50 in free lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's $50 in free lineups when you play your first $5 lineup by using the code KWFN at sign up with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
Hey player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. It is Ben and Woods on a Friday. Down to our last 25 minutes or so. We got Mud Grant going to join us. We'll congratulate him on the contract extension announced yesterday.
Think he'll tell us how much?
No.
Oh.
I don't think he will.
Okay.
You shouldn't even ask him.
Oh, that's a
gauche.
rude. It's gauche.
Gauche.
It's a great word. So how much and for how many years, Mudley?
How
Very
much exactly?
gauche.
Me and Mud text every day about this DTF St. Louis show. Every
I'm planning
single
to start
day.
that this weekend finally.
We text every day about it.
Getting back to it.
It's so funny how much he loves it. And then now, because he loves it, I love it so much. It's great. He's such a good dude. I'm so happy for that news yesterday.
To make sure we have enough time for Mud, though, let's get right to today's game. It is time to take on Woods. Take on Woods, brought to you by Bay Alarm, security and fire alarms for every business. We got you. Woods has left the studio, and we welcome Patrick in as our contestant today. Patrick, how have you been?
I've been good, Ben. How about you? How are you feeling?
It's good to have you back. Let's see if we can get you qualified for the trip to the Fontainebleau, Las Vegas, and a $150 resort credit. Check out the exclusive room rates right now. Pools, day club open in the heat, plus all the games on all their big screens. Book your stay today at FontainebleauLasVegas.com. All right, here are the choices, Patrick. In movies, we've got Last Chance, 5 movie titles that include the word last. In music, Cry Me a River, 5 song titles that include the word cry. And our new TV category, Back to High School, 5 TV series that were primarily set inside of high school. So, movies, Last Chance, music, Cry Me a River, or TV, Back to High School. What would you like to play?
Movies, Last Chance.
Movies. All right. Movie category today is called Last Chance. And again, 5 movie titles that include the word last. You'll have 60 seconds to identify as many as you can. If you don't know, say pass. We will come back to it if there's time left on the clock. First questions are 2-second movie clip. Wally will play you a short clip from a well-known movie. You need to give me the movie title on that one. We'll compare your score with Woods. If you beat or tie him, we'll put you into the grand prize. Sorry, the grand prize drawing for Las Vegas.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Patrick, you ready to play?
Yeah, good to go.
All right. Again, the category is Last Chance. Last is the key word here. We'll put 60 seconds on the clock. Your time begins when Paul plays our clip. Good luck, Patrick. Let's take on Woods.
Jehovah. But in the Latin alphabet, Jehovah begins with an I.
I can barely hear that, but I'll pass.
All right. Based on a classic by James Fenimore Cooper, which 1992 movie sees Daniel Day-Lewis playing Hawkeye, a white child adopted into a Native American tribe.
Last Mohican.
Correct. Which 1987 epic chronicles the life of Puyi, final member of a long line of Chinese leaders.
Last Emperor.
Correct. Tom Cruise plays 19th century Captain Nathan Algren, hired to train the Japanese Imperial Army.
Last Samurai.
Correct. Edinburgh Dr. Nicholas Garrigan becomes physician and confidant to Ugandan dictator Idi Amin in which 2006 historical drama.
Pass.
All right. Play the clip again. Pump it up.
Jehovah. But in the Latin alphabet, Jehovah begins with an I.
Indiana Jones and Last Crusade.
Correct. Edinburgh Dr. Nicholas Garrigan becomes physician and confidant to Ugandan dictator Idi Amin in which 2006 historical drama. All right, we got 4. Good. The one you missed there. Very good, Patrick. The Last King of Scotland. That was a tough one. But you got Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and then Last of the Mohicans, the Last Emperor, and the Last Samurai. I think you got a good chance here. Hang on the line. Got a movie category for you today, Woods. Patrick's score is locked in. No category for Woods. 60 seconds back on the clock. Your time begins when Paulie plays our 2-second clip. Good luck. Let's take on Patrick.
Jehovah. But in the Latin alphabet, Jehovah begins with an I.
Pass. Based on a classic by James Fenimore Cooper, which 1992 movie sees Daniel Day-Lewis playing Hawkeye, a white child adopted into a Native American.
Last of the Mohicans.
Correct, which 1987 epic chronicles the life of Puyi, the final member of a long line of Chinese leaders.
Puyi? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, The Last Emperor.
Correct. Tom Cruise plays 19th century Captain Nathan Algren, hired to train the Japanese army, in which 2003
The Last
film.
Samurai.
Correct. Edinburgh Dr. Nicholas Garrigan becomes physician and confidant to Ugandan dictator Idi Amin, in which 2006 historical drama.
Oh, I heard this one's good. Pass.
Back to our 2-second clip.
Jehovah. But in the Latin alphabet, Jehovah begins with an I.
Oh, that's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Correct. Edinburgh Dr. Nicholas Garrigan becomes physician and confidant to Uganda. Direct dictator Idi Amin, in which 2006 historical drama.
The Last Saint.
The Last King of Scotland.
That's it. Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah,
but
dude.
that means you both got the same 4, which is a tie.
That was tough.
Well done by both of you, but good enough for Patrick to qualify for our grand prize drawing. Congratulations, Patrick. Stay on the line, Paulie. Get your information down during the break. Yeah, that was the Last Chance. All movies with last in the title. You both had the same game where you couldn't quite get the clip to begin
It was a tough
with.
clip to make out.
Yeah, it was.
And then you had to kind of come back.
to
It
it.
is tougher on the. It's not like the music. The movie clips can sound different on radio
There's
than they do when you're
different
watching
tracks behind them and stuff. It can be hard.
It definitely can be a little bit more difficult, but well played by both of you, I thought, today.
That was a tough one.
All right, shall we break a little bit early here? So
Yes.
we've got time on the back end for our last segment of the short show, and we will welcome Mark Grant to the program. Can't wait to talk to Mud. That is coming up next with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
But first, I can't leave on a Friday without telling you about the beauty and the greatness that is Eco Water SoCal. We've all got our morning rituals. I wake up and I reach over and I grab my jug and I pound Eco Water. The first thing.
Jugs, don't you?
I do. Thank you for asking. I do have those jugs still, and they're full of Eco Water. Every morning, indulge in a tall, chilled glass of liquid clarity, a deep soak for my system. Listen, you deserve the best in your home, your kids, your wife, your husband, whatever it may be, your pets even. Everybody deserves the best. Eco Water SoCal brings the soft life right to your kitchen sink with mineral-rich alkaline water, balances your pH, fuels your body with filtered luxury. If you're still using the plastics, guys, time to get rid of those, all right? We got enough microplastics running through our system, so you're not going to have to worry about any of that with Eco Water, all right? And this is for your family, for your family's future as well, and you want the best tasting water that you can get. That's Eco Water SoCal, 760-350-3338, 760-350-3338, or EcoWaterSoCal.com. Let them know Woodsy from 97.3 The Fan sent me over here, and they'll take care of you. Not everything in life should be hard, especially your water. They've been keeping it soft since 1925. It's Eco Water SoCal. He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Nothing. Now,
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? This spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. Final segment of Men and Woods on a Friday. Then we'll have some UCSD women's NCAA tournament basketball for you coming up. UCSD, the 14 seed, taking on 3 seed TCU. Coming up with Ted Mendenhall on the call in just a few minutes. We got Mark Grant standing by, though. We'll get to Mud right after our last check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by Hamul Casino. A couple stall vehicles to mention here. One of them is on northbound 805 before University to the center divide, and a stall between the HOV and Fast Lane, southbound 15 past Camino del Norte. Across the coastline, northbound 5 past Oceanside Boulevard, clearing that out of the fast lane. Up ahead, an accident has cleared out of middle lanes right before Barcelona. Hey, player, the all-new Hamul Casino Resort is all for you. Enjoy a super luxe hotel experience, a super secret speakeasy, an indulgent spa, and an epic rooftop pool. Book your experience at HamulCasino.com. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Well, let's go out to our SDCCU fan hotline. Woods is always making fun of me because I'm not the networker. I don't do a lot of the texting. It really falls on Woods. But even I reached out to Mud and offered congratulations yesterday when I heard the news.
Consider yourself lucky,
that
Mudley.
he had signed a new contract extension to continue his great work on Padres TV broadcasts.
It's not networking. We're friends. It's not networking. You don't always have to get something out of somebody.
I'm not saying I was getting anything. Mud, congratulations, and thank you for joining us this morning.
You guys are so kind, and I think it boils down, Woodsy and I are go-getters.
Yes, powerhouses, many might say.
I know.
So, no, thank you very much. It's been exciting. I'm excited for the future. You guys are great. The fans of San Diego are great. It's time for a world championship.
Yeah, I know. We'll be drunk for
and
6 months.
I know we all want to be a part of it. And I want to thank the Padres and Eric Grupner and Eric Meyer and Chris Conley. Those guys were great. Talking with them, and they know where I stand, and I know where they stand as the organization. And I'm just glad we came to an agreement. And like I said it last night on the telecast. I want to die behind the mic.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do.
I love it.
I
hope you don't anytime soon.
I love this guy. I love this. I love the game. I love going to the ballpark. I love everything about San Diego, the fans, and it's just great. So I appreciate you guys having me on.
I love it, Mudley. Very excited for you. Just, anytime that the future is uncertain, right? It just makes your stomach hurt. It's just not a comfortable life. And then once the deal gets done, you're like, all right, now I can breathe a little bit. But man, the best part too is like, not only, you get the gig and the extension and all that, but you actually get to go out and watch a really damn good baseball team, one that's never boring. They're exciting. I mean, they've got their issues like any other team, Mud, but this era of Padres baseball, it's got to be pretty fun for you who lived through some of the rougher eras. It's just got to be such a joy.
You want to come to the ballpark, Woodsy and Higgy, with oh, by the way, how's Paulie Babe doing?
He's great. He's right here.
How you doing?
Yeah, he's great.
Okay, great. I didn't want to exclude Paulie. You want to come to the ballpark and call a game, watch a game, and know that you have a chance. And I think with this team you do. And the Padres have done that. They put together great teams to be competitive. And that's what the fan base wants. That's what we want as San Diegans. And another thing, like I mentioned last night, coming to the ballpark, one of the reasons why I love coming to the ballpark is because when I walk through that door to the booth, I know that Don and I are going to have a blast and it's going to be fun. And the main focus is the team on the field. There's no doubt about that. That's why we do the games. We want to inform and we want to show you what's going on. But also when you have a partner like Don Orsillo to get to work with every night, that makes my job that much better. And that's why I'm excited about my deal, is because I know that for a while I'm going to be sitting next to Donnie and we have a blast together. And we hope that carries over to when, you turn on the tube at night before dinner or you're somewhere watching a ball game. And that's kind of the nicest things I think that's gratifying for me, is that what people say when they say, we watch Don and you, and it means the world to us. And that's what really hits home for me.
Mudley, now did you get it? I said it on the show yesterday. You guys blow into town with a couple days left, couple games left. Just get your feet wet. The radio guys have been there grinding for 6 weeks. I mean, do you get any side eyes from Jesse Agler, Tony Gwynn Jr.? They're like, oh, look who did it. Because baseball players and people in the game, we all have PhDs in sarcasm. So my guess is like, oh, look who's here. Oh, it's great.
Well, Don, there's that one office at the complex where we sit and fill out our cards and our books for the game. Yeah. So it's Scan, Tony, Jesse, me, Don, Mary Luce was there last night. So we walk in the room, Don and I, and Tony and Jesse have been busting their hump over the last, month or whatever. So we walk in and we go, we are just so tired. Oh my gosh, we're just beat.
I knew it.
We're just exhausted. And Jesse and Tony just give us that look of like, well, I can't say it right now, but the language gets a little salty. But no, it's great.
So good, dude.
That's another thing. You talk about the team and that you're around, you're surrounded by, and that's another reason why the certainty that you're going to go to the ballpark and work with the people you do work with. And that's, I love Jesse and Tony, Marilou, Scan, Palm, Mike Pomerantz, the whole gang. It's great. It's great.
Mud, July 31st, 2026. We talked about Padres do a lot of great giveaways. We've got a couple of them in the opening series, but this one, theme game ticket, the Don and Mud mini yacht bobblehead.
Oh my God!
I have a feeling is going to be one of the most coveted
like Shohei
giveaways in Padres history.
They're going to be lined up around the corner like Shohei Ohtani.
Well, remember, you need a theme game ticket to theme game.
Those things are going to sell on eBay for like hundreds of dollars.
And where do we go for those tickets, Mark?
Padres.com.
Okay.
There we go.
/theme game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's spring training for everybody.
Yeah, spring training for everybody.
What is that not it? Is that not it? I kind of.
No, you got there. You got there.
You got there eventually.
I was going to say because I kind of did a Ron Burgundy.
Yeah. Padres.com /
no, but once again, Chris Connolly and Emily Wittig with the marketing and the promotions department, everybody there, they did a great job. They showed us the renderings of it, and it's like as soon as I opened it up, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is just too spot on."
Can't wait.
But though, on the original, even Don said on the original, Don looked at it. He said, "Looked at like a little Michael Strahan gap in the front tooth." Going, he had to. He had to make the adjustment on that. Hey, not too sure about the dental work on my
the Strahan.
So, but mine was okay. It was great.
I love how you're in the inner tube. You're in the inner tube.
Yeah. I guess there's a limit on the who can sit in the mini yacht. So. But no, they did a great job. It's awesome. We're looking forward to it.
Well, we're excited to see you out at the ballpark. We're excited to see you on our televisions every night.
I know you said it's about the team, so I'll ask you a quick baseball question. Lineup, I'm excited about. The bullpen looks ungodly, but is there enough starting pitching? What's your thoughts there? You saw Michael King last night, obviously trying to come back from his, up and down injury plague 2025. Joe coming back, Nick Pivetta, of course. Is there enough in the starting pitching?
Well, you always need more, and I think that's why AJ went out and got guys like Marquez, Buehler, who I really, really like what he's been doing. But, starting pitching sets the tone, and we all know this. The great teams, the good teams, you go not, wire to wire, they're not going to miss it. They're not going to – chances of missing a start are going to be very, very slim. Very few teams have done that, but that's always a concern. Nick Pivetta, great. Michael King. The one thing I saw last night, there could have been a very easily chance for him just to go out, have them go out there. And I mentioned it last night to go out and take him out of the game. But, they wanted to get the pitch count up. They wanted to get him stretched out. So for me, Michael King, no concern. It's spring training. He's going to iron some things out. But the back set, it's open. It's open. The last two spots in rotation. Randy Vasquez has made some great strides. But for any team to take you deep and win, it needs a good, solid starting rotation. So if there was a question mark, hey, right now, I'm sure AJ is working daily to try to figure that out. The rotation is something that, is one thing that you think about. That hopefully they can solidify that down the stretch.
Mud, really appreciate it again. Congratulations on the contract extension. Looked forward to many more years of Don and Mud on our TVs in San Diego. Not the number one television broadcast team in baseball for nothing, folks. Have a good one. We'll see you next week on opening day.
Hey, I appreciate guys. And for you guys, thanks for all that you do to San Diego in the morning. I get my Ben and Woods fixed in the morning. So thanks for all that you guys do.
Thank you, Mudley. Love you, man. Be well.
All right. Love you guys. Be well.
Mudcat Grant on our SDCCU fan hotline. It's not Big Bang Banking. It's better. Did you notice he said all you do to San Diego, not all you do for San Diego?
To San Diego.
I think I caught that.
I like that, actually.
Is that what he said?
I think he said, thanks for all you do to San Diego.
Exactly.
To San Diego.
That's exactly what he meant. I didn't even catch that, and I 100%.
I think that was on purpose.
What does he do? Stay in touch with yourself?
Keep in touch with yourselves. His movie lines kill me every year. I'm pretty good with it. I pick up on most of them. And he'll get me still where I'm like, I can't believe you pulled that one out of Fletch. Just one of my favorite movies. He is
a lot of John Hughes movies.
Yeah, he's a brilliant dude. Love Mudley.
Never totally grew up.
Never, which is great.
Just a big old kid.
I can relate.
But I think it works really well on television.
It does. How are your brackets, by the way?
I have How's
yours? Basketball Ben. How's your bracket?
So in the bracket we're in, there are 202 entries.
Yes, 202.
I am in 200th place.
You are kidding me.
So bad. And I didn't pick a ton of.
You know that Bo could have done better than that.
I didn't pick a ton of upsets. I was like, I felt pretty good about my first day's selection. I got 8. Half of them I had half right. Hey,
look, everybody, it's basketball.
I told you yesterday how frustrating this is for me because I actually care about it and just know that whatever I pick is going to be just dead wrong. I mean, dead wrong.
You are a basketball.
I picked everyone.
I'm in 82nd place.
Let's just say I lost everyone you could have feasibly lost yesterday. If you're not a complete idiot who's just going with I think Sienna.
I like blue over red.
Yeah, I mean,
which is how I picked.
Embarrassing. I picked Georgia over St. Louis. I didn't realize Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was going to help St. Louis. Yeah, Kareem, not Kareem.
Not
Cream.
Cream.
Kind of like Dairy Bonds. They have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He went off.
I did not make a single 50-50 selection that could have gone. They all went against me yesterday.
You're incredible. 200 of 202.
I picked Troy to upset because, hey, you know what? We saw them. They could score 107. They scored 47 points.
That was an emotional pick.
That
was an emotional Aztecs pick. That's what that was.
It was just the worst. I picked Troy. Yes,
Here's
I picked
the
Troy.
funny
Didn't
part.
pick. I think I picked McNeese to upset. They didn't. They came close.
You tried
They
to get
didn't.
too cute.
I didn't get that cute though. And then I picked a lot of.
You picked Troy. You tried to get too cute.
But then I missed the actual upsets that happened because there were a couple
I had
upsets and I
VCU.
missed those.
That's a good one.
VCU is the one that
Didn't
I had.
have that one, of course.
North Carolina, they lost.
Didn't
one of
have
their
High
best players.
Point. I did have North Carolina, of course.
They
lost that one too.
There's only 0.1% of brackets that are still perfect because of the High Point game. That's how big of an upset it was.
Which is interesting because they say it every year. A 12 always beats a 5. So
Nobody
you
picked
would
that one.
think 25% of people would
do
try to get
those.
cute
Yeah.
and maybe pick that one.
What's funny is that I'm in 82nd place. You're in 200th. You'll still end up beating me.
I don't know.
In the
I'm
bracket.
pretty much.
Isn't that sad? After the first day, you're like, I don't even care if I
still
look.
have my winner, Arizona, because they haven't played yet, so
yet.
I can't lose
You
that.
can't lose
But
that
they'll
one.
play today at Viejas Arena. I'm gonna head out there. Paulie's gonna head out there. You've got coaching, I'm sure, to do.
I
Today,
do.
as you
Got Little
always
League
do.
tonight and tomorrow.
SDFC on Sunday. We'll have plenty to talk about Monday morning, last spring training game, but that's when we will join you because we got UCSD basketball women's NCAA tournament coming up next. For Paulie, for Woods, I'm Ben. Have a great weekend from all of us here at San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.